I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully is disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little girl, them. And I'ma tell them why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state. And of course, as always, I'm upset. Good afternoon, good people. It is I, the Maze Mad Man. We are back after another immediate reaction show. That said, this is not a delightful one. This is the worst possible outcome. This is the worst case scenario. Michigan loses today. By the way, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me make sure my audio is good. We'll make sure we're going. Yeah, we good. Michigan loses 27-9 at home at the Big House to that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. They have bragging rights for at least a year. We've held on to them now for 4+ years. It's okay. We'll let you hold it for a second. All right. Let's start with the meat and potatoes. Michigan. Ohio State wins the coin toss, defers to the second half. Michigan gets the ball, goes right down the field. First play of the game. Looks good for Michigan. Jordan Marshall off the left side goes up the sideline. 36 yards later, first down, Michigan. Second play of the game looks very good for Michigan. Bryce Underwood drop back, short pass to Jordan Marshall, who gets a first down. That's 2 first downs on 2 plays, 40+ yards. Michigan, we're in Ohio State territory. Whatever the drive stalls out, we settle for 3. That's the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is a problem. That's what we said couldn't happen before this one. It's what happened, unfortunately. Michigan could not settle for 3 points, especially at that time. Hold on, though, because it gets better. Michigan goes on defense. Immediately, they try a shot down the field. Zeke Berry holds his ground, knocks it away from Carnell Tate. Great defensive play by Zeke Berry on that one. Can't hold him. Then the very next play, they say, okay, let's go to JJ. They go to JJ. Jair Hill's hands work today. Interception, Michigan. Julian Sands starts the game off 0 for 2 with an interception. This one in Michigan territory. It looks like we're about to put a stamp on this one early. But you know what? Michigan goes. The drive fails. 3 more points. So on 2 scoring drives, Michigan has 6 total points. All it would take is 1 touchdown from the other team, and Michigan is losing the game. That's a problem. But this defense, I got to give this defense some credit. The first half, this defense was in fuego. For those who don't know, that means on fire. This defense was in fuego the first half of this game, and then they go back out. They do allow 3 points to the other side. It's 6-3. Later on, they score a touchdown. That touchdown, let's talk about that touchdown. All of us have eyes. Everybody here in this here chat has eyes. All right. And I gotta be honest. Before the replay, I was just like, damn, we just gave up a touchdown. Great route by Jeremiah Smith. Hit Zeke Berry with the in and out, got out of there, caught it before the safety help could get over. Hit him right in that hole, touchdown. That's what it looked like. But then they said we're reviewing it. And on my face, I'm like, yo, why are we reviewing this? This is stupid. Don't review this. It's a touchdown. As I'm getting a call from Ohioans, my sister is calling me right now. She never calls me, but of course she wants to call me now. All right. Anyway, catches that ball. I'm sorry. They're saying we're reviewing this. Doesn't make sense to me. Look like clean touchdown to me until, ladies and gentlemen, they show that replay, which very clearly shows this man fumble the ball, bobble it, catch it. By the time he regains control of the ball, his left foot is stepping out of bounds. They give them a touchdown. Fine. It's not fine, but okay. By the way, that's the moment, that changed the game. Momentum is completely swung at this moment. They scored a touchdown. They're up 10-6. They do not look back after that. I believe we do go down, score a field goal. We make it 10-9. And then they score a touchdown late before half, 17-9 at halftime. They don't look back after that. Got to give them some credit. They buckled down when they needed to buckle down. Bryce Underwood had happy feet in this one. Got off of the reads a little too quick. There were a couple times in this game where guys were coming into those zones, coming open. Some of them even deep down the field. There was one particular Andrew Marsh deep down the middle, and Bryce got off of it, actually got out of the pocket and made a run. But he's a freshman. He will be okay, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you. They're going to watch the film. He's going to get better in the offseason. That said, he needed to be better today. He was not. All right, 8 of 18, I believe, 63 yards and an interception, late interception, garbage time interception. That's cool. Julian Sand, I got to give Julian Sand some credit. I know it's going to hurt Michigan fans to get this guy some credit. 19 of 26, 233 yards, 3 touchdowns, and that one early interception. He played well. I got to give him that. By the way, we gave up a 100-yard rusher. Michigan did not have a 100-yard rusher in this game. Bo Jackson went for 22 carries, 117 yards. They outrushed us, which, by the way, lends itself to the narrative that whoever wins the rushing yards battle wins the game. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you why. It's bigger than the rushing yards. What that also tells you is who won the trenches. In Ohio State, that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus won the trenches. The line of scrimmage belonged to them today, and that's why they won the game. That's just the bottom line. We can talk about the touchdown that wasn't, right? We could talk about all the other things, but the fact of the matter is no excuses. I don't want to hear excuses from anyone. We're going to bring people up. It's a call-in show. We're about to bring some Michigan fans up, and I'm sure some of them are going to have some excuses. I don't want to hear the excuses, all right? Because we definitely had chances in this game to put our stamp on the game, to put some scoreboard pressure on the other state. We didn't do it. Blame whoever you want to blame on Michigan staff or on Michigan, the personnel. Do not blame anybody else, right? This is where we have to stand on business. We're going to stand on the business today. And the business is we got the business. Bottom line, Michigan was not good enough on offense. Jordan Marshall went out early with that re-injuring that shoulder. Kuzdal is not Jordan Marshall. I tried to tell people this before. He's a good walk-on running back. He does not see the holes the way that your scholarship running back sees the holes. He may be fast, straight line speed. Fine. That's cool. He does not see the holes the way your scholarship running back sees the holes. That's just the bottom line. That's just the fact. I'm sorry. Sue me. All right. Anyway, I'm going to drop this link in here. While I'm dropping this link, I'm going to read off some of these super chats. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We'll get to you in just a second. First one, Detroit Wolverine became a member today. You should become a member. You right there. You see it right there. Member today. Make it happen. Shout out to Terrence Lucas. Thank you for the $1.99. He says definitely need to make staff changes. Terrence Lucas, I'm with you 1,010%. Staff changes need to be made this offseason. No excuses. Shout out to 89 Dr. Funk. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He said, if Michigan don't improve on all 3 phases next year, Moore will be out of a job. You don't win games on field goals. He coached to lose. They coached to win. I agree with this. I agree that if Michigan does not improve on all 3 phases, Moore will be out of a job. That is also a Snapple top fact. Thank you for the $5. Shout out to Yellow Blackbird 9000. My guy, thank you for the $5. She says they're a very young team. Give them time to develop and see what offseason moves they can make. Go Indiana. Absolutely. Every Michigan fan just became the biggest Indiana fan in the world. But shout out to Blackbird. This is also the truth. This is the youngest team in the Big Ten, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind, but also no excuses. Shout out to Jaron Yancey. Thank you for the $5. He says we finally learned not to lose. All jokes aside, nothing but respect, bro. Absolutely. Same to you. Respect. Carrington Wilkins 1048. Thank you for the $20. Says shout out to the best college football podcast around. Even though we root for different teams, Maze and Maniac always keeping it real. Go. You almost got me. You almost got me. Go Blue. Thank you for the $20 though. Shout out to Chase. He's been a member for 2 months. We will be back. Go Blue. That's a Snapple top fact. And by the way, Chase is a member. You should become a member. You right there. Become a member. Then we got Rock City 829. Thank you for the $20. He says, get the OC, the DC, the hell out of here. Hey, this sounds about right. I'm not mad at it. Thank you for the $20. Courtney Harper. Shout out to Courtney. Thank you for the $2. She says, fire wink now, today. Yes, in immediacy. Like on the way to the locker room in the tunnel, fire wink. Yeah, I'm with that. 1000%. 9 points. That's nasty work. Shout out to Dallas fan. Thanks for the $2. 9 points is nasty work. We needed to score touchdowns, not field goals. I said that before. It did not happen. No touchdowns in this game for the Wolverines. You're not going to win the game that way, and we did it. So there's that. Shout out Men Are Waking Up. $2. Thank you for it. Wink refused to run twists and stunts, just bull rush. That is a fact. There was absolutely no imagination to the pass rush today. By the way, we barely breathed on Julian Sand. We barely breathed on this guy today, and it showed. Shout out to Men Are Waking Up. Thank you for the $2. Look who's back. My guy Rip is back. Thank you for the $1.99. He said OSU win and ref sponsor by APAC. Yo, listen. Like I said, man, in my opening monologue there, we all have eyes. We all have eyes. That was clearly a fumble, recapture out of bounds. I'm watching it in 4K. Everybody's watching it in 4K, bro. How do you make that decision? It's ridiculous. But either way, no excuses. Courtney Harper, again, thank you for the $5. She says, Wink sends the linebackers run or pass out of position, constantly putting DBs in man edges, only bull rush. We don't even stunt middle. The field is always open. Amen to that. That is also a Snapple top fact. We got through these the super chats. Thank you all. By the way, we are definitely going to be here for another hour because I'm positive we went over. I'll add it all up here in a second. But we are here certainly for another hour. Let me take this ticker down. So yeah, the chat. I'm sorry, the link is in the chat. Anybody that wants to come up, feel free to come up. Let's talk about it. As my guy, the Maniac, would say, let's talk about it. Now let's talk about it. Everybody's welcome, by the way. Buckeye fans, whatever. We'll hear you dribble for a second. Here. Cam is here. DJ Ward is here. Jew is here. Dom is here. Of course, the Lichmeister's here. My guy Steven
crew here.
and Struggle made it to the chat today. How y'all feeling today, man?
Horrible. We feel horrible.
I think in your words,
everything I was talking about happened, bro. I said everything I said that was a problem was a fucking problem.
I want to hear Juju defend Chip Lindsey today.
Thank you. That's what I'm waiting on.
That's what I'm here for. I'm waiting here. Juju defend Chip Lindsey, afraid to throw the ball at all.
I saw Jew. Jew is here for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
It's like, bruh,
Bryce missed the reads.
Targets.
Bryce missed the reads.
I don't care. Target him.
Hold on, time out.
Bryce has to throw him the ball. Bryce has to throw him the ball.
Here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line.
Lindsay is horrible, and I've been saying it all year.
It's definitely not good.
Bottom line, Ryan Day took literally put Jim Harbaugh'd us.
That's
Yeah,
there
it
you go.
wasn't that,
Say
bro.
it
Like,
again.
No,
Say
we
it
gotta
again.
we give Ohio their credit. They balled out.
yeah, they did. First and foremost, like we were outmatched.
Jim
and outplayed
Harbaugh
the whole
S game. They were more physical than us. They ran the ball.
Correct.
They controlled the clock. They were methodical. Their defense didn't give
they balled
anything.
out. We
They
gotta
were
give them their
They
credit.
played
physical.
to their
Balled
defense,
out.
bro. It's
We're not
smart.
glazing, but give
They
them their
played
credit.
to their
Yeah,
defense. the whole year.
definitely.
We
Not
don't need
sort
to
of glazing, but
glaze, bro. But
Listen, Ryan
their
Day,
credit.
here's the thing. This is where I'm going to give Ryan Day credit. He learns and he adjusts. He's done this throughout his career. And the biggest adjustment I think he's made, he did take things from his daddy, Jim Harbaugh, and he's applied that to his team.
Plays to his
100%.
defense. He plays to his defense, bro. It's
He's
smart.
done that. He's playing more complimentary football. He's playing more pro style. He's
There you
playing
go.
that boa constrictor style
All right,
football.
bro. All right, bro.
And guess what?
Give him
Shermo,
a
get the
job all game.
Oh, you're in the portal, man. You're in the portal. You're in the
Shermo,
portal.
I need you to get the fuck out of AA right this second, bro, because this ain't going.
Gotta go, bro.
This shit is
it's only a matter of
Let's
time.
get into some facts about the game. I want to hear
Yeah.
just like Oklahoma. Look just like that look just like what's it called, USC on the play calling side. Why? What I said I did not want to see any screens at all. I didn't want to see any. We called them in. The defense is too fast, bro. We shouldn't be calling screens, bro.
Sideline to sideline.
Ben, you low-key in the portal, bro.
That.
If you keep
Who
talking,
is?
you're in the portal, kind of.
I don't think we called many screens this game.
Yeah, we didn't call
No,
many
yeah,
screens, bro. I don't know what
ran
game we was watching.
We ran that book.
We called maybe like 2 screens today. That was about it.
No, we
Yeah.
definitely caught that screen that wasn't a screen with no screen.
Thank
We
you.
caught one
Right,
screen
right.
with no screen, bro. That joint was
Right.
nasty, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. We was lost.
Jeff Lindsay was horrible today, bro.
Thank you.
Horrible.
Right.
Hey, Bryce Underwood was. Hey, we're on Bryce Underwood too now. Bryce Underwood was not good.
Bryce
All right, let
was
somebody
Bryce
else
was
talk,
the
bro.
worst
We
part.
tired of
Bryce
him.
was the worst part of everything.
Mace.
All right, let somebody.
Hey,
Bryce
Mace.
Underwood.
Mace.
Bryce
Let's
Underwood.
not take
Hold
one
on, man.
person
Hold
at
on.
a time.
Somebody else
Bryce-
talk.
Can't hear
was
anything.
the
Can't hear
main
anything.
You can't hear anything?
No, I mean, why don't we take like one person at a time so everybody
Right,
can get
thank
their,
you.
their
We-
thoughts?
Yeah,
in.
let's
do that. All it sounds
Right,
is like
yeah,
a party line with
I'm
a
gonna
bunch
drop
of
y'all
people
down. I'm gonna drop y'all down till later in the show. Hold on.
Can't hear a damn
Stay backstage,
thing.
bro. Stay backstage. I'm gonna drop a couple people down.
Can't hear a thing. Man.
All right.
Ooh.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Mace. I mean, we all have an opinion that we want to
We're
share.
putting people on the time clock, by the way. But go ahead.
Thank you, and one at a time, and let people say what they want to say. But everybody's yelling the same thing. You can't hear anything. So good move. Thank you. I'm just disappointed as everybody else, but to Richie Dubs, Doreen, and even Garrison. Congratulations. Ohio State played a better game. They were prepared better, and they outcoached Michigan. The reception there by Smith, it was what it was, and it's just momentum. Johnny O says that all the time, the littlest things. But hopefully this leaves a bad enough taste in Sharon's mouth. Did he make some decisions that need to be made in the offseason? Starting first with strength and conditioning coach. As you said, Mays, we were dominated in the trenches for the first time in a number of years. The defensive coordinator, I like Wink, but I just, what's going on there, man? I mean, you've known my thoughts on Lindsay the entire year, but like I said, I still back Sharon. I love Sharon more. We have a lot of starting freshmen. It's going to leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, and hopefully that brings about some much-needed improvement in the offseason.
No doubt. By the way, we're gonna give everybody 5 minutes alone, and then we'll bring everybody back up. All right. Yeah, Dom. Wink's plan today, I was not a fan of. I will say, and I hate to go back to last season. Last season, he was almost masterful the last, 4 or 5 games of the season. But tonight today, rather, this was not good. This was not great, especially because he was leaving no pressure, by the way. And I think somebody pointed it out in one of those somebody pointed out there's no imagination with the pass rush at all. There's no stunts, there's nothing. It's just bull rush, and they were just taking care of that. And then on top of that, you're like one-on-one in certain situations. Like I think he was one-on-one before we get to somebody else here, Dom. He was one-on-one with Jeremiah Smith on the play before the touchdown. Yeah. Doubles back, says, you know what? I'm playing with fire. Let's go back and do it again.
Yes.
And then you get a touchdown. So it was decisions like that I think were hard to stomach. And then also Venice brought up the offensive play calling today. Chip Lindsey was not impressive today. I'm sorry. That's just a fact. Again, I bring up the screen with no screen was crazy. They're blocking regularly. There was no pulling guard, nothing out there to be a lead block for this running back. They just let the pressure come and then tried to dump it over, which makes sense. That's how you do screens. But then there was no blocking. So Arvell Reese, or whoever that was, I think it was Arvell Reese, just destroys the running back because there's nothing. So there was that. And then again, we got to give some blame to Bryce too, because he was coming off of reads too quick. I think he had happy feet. That's a fact. And if he just stays that nanosecond later, that one tick later, he would have seen some of these guys coming open. But he's a freshman. He'll learn from it. We'll see what happens in the off season. Dom, I'm gonna stay backstage. I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna bring somebody else up, and we'll cycle it through. Ben, I know you got a lot to say.
Yeah, of course. Look. First of all, Bryce was atrocious today. I mean, there's no way of getting around that. And this is why we need to get a new QB coach, because a lot of the times there really isn't. He doesn't need to leave the pocket. He doesn't need to leave the pocket is one, and two, he needs to learn patience. There were multiple plays. I can name two off the top of my head. It was the one where he checked it down. I believe it was Marsh was coming wide open in the middle. It would have been wide open. It would have been a first down. Also, I think it was another check down because he just checks it down. I think McCauley was coming open deep. He was coming wide open deep, and he checks it down. That's that. But overall, the offensive play calling is just so bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Jerome Moore got too much influence. I don't know what it is. But like you said, whoever it is likes to call screens on third down. Against a defense that's this fast, I don't even care if you got somewhat good blocking. They're too quick, especially on the perimeter. You got to. If you want to win this game, you got to drop back and see if your quarterback can do it. To me, they didn't really show that they had any faith in Bryce in this game, and maybe part of that is Bryce's fault, but I think it's 50-50. I think, they played to lose. I think they played to lose. And when it comes to the defense, look, that game plan works when you got studs in the middle of the defensive line. If you don't got studs in the middle that both can generate pressure and can consistently stuff the run, you're going to get cooked against a team that's that talented on the perimeter. You're going to, especially with a dude like Julian's saying, who is calm, cool, and collected. The more comfortable he gets in that pocket, the harder it's going to be on the defense, and we saw that. And now this is where I'm going to blame Wink. This is where you need to adjust, right? If you see that he's too comfortable, right, you need to actually switch it up. And if you get burnt, you get burnt. But you can't keep just letting him sit back there and just get comfortable for the rest of the game. There was no adjusting. There was no sending more pressure. There was none of that. You see your defensive line isn't generating pressure, so you got to switch it up. He didn't do that. Absolute F when it comes to adjustments. Like you said, I thought the first half was decent. And I thought, especially after Julian saying threw that pick, I would have started blitzing after he threw that pick. I would have taken take him right out of his game right then, bro. He clearly that's when you do it.
I don't know if you watch boxing, Ben, but there was a big fight years ago now, but Floyd Mayweather fought Shane Mosley, and in like the second round, Shane Mosley hit Floyd with like a really good punch, rocked him. And then later, like in that same round, hit him again and almost dropped him, right? But after that, he didn't like apply that pressure, and Shane, Floyd was able to shake those cobwebs, get back into what he does, and dominated the fight the rest of the way. And that's exactly what I feel like happens here. Once you turn, and he's a young dude too, like he's a second year player, but he's still young. And once he turned that ball over, you have to ride that momentum. And I think that if you send blitzes, then even if they don't get home, and people are touching him, people are around his feet, people in his space, then we get a different reaction from him, right? But we just allowed him to sit back there and pick and choose where he wanted to throw the ball.
Did we ever rush more than 5 at any point?
I think they sent like 5. Like I saw him do it a couple times. Rolled her up the middle on a regular blitz. It wasn't very thoughtful at all.
Yeah, so basically my point is, look, and I've been against the crazy send 6, 7 guys. I've been against that. But there's a situational element here where if you're starting to get cooked, because pretty much from that drive where they scored. Yeah, I got you. I'll start landing. Pretty much from the drive where they scored the touchdown with Jeremiah Smith on that 4th down, pretty much from that point on, he just kept the same exact game plan the whole way through, no adjustments at all.
1,000%.
Maybe brought one linebacker, that was it. It pretty much was like, you know what? I see my defensive line isn't doing shit. I'm gonna continue to do that though. What are you doing, my guy? And this is my last 2 points. Sherrone Moore, you're on the hot seat today, buddy. You're on the hot seat today. If you go next year and you don't make the playoffs, you're out of here, bro. The only thing that was saving your ass was you beating Ohio State. Let's keep it a buck. That grace is gone, buddy. That grace is gone. And in terms of Ryan Day, I have to give credit where it's due, because I was saying, and people were hating on me, I was saying that the matchup favored him this year. He has really taken notes from his daddy, Jim Harbaugh. And Ohio State, Jim Harbaugh is his daddy. You learn from your dad. Your dad teaches you things. And what Jim Harbaugh showed him is to play NFL style football and not just be, a chunky team. This year, it looks their team is playing just like prime Jim Harbaugh teams. Control the ball, be methodical, have a dominant defense, play shell on the defense, make it hard, make them have to march the whole downfield, and run the ball and wear the defense out and be a boa constrictor. That's just the harsh reality. I'm going to land my plane there. We need to get this shit figured out, because we need to get back on the streak of beating that cesspool. So, all right.
That's a fact. Shout out to Ben, bro. Like, he can be brash, he can be harsh at times in terms of who he wants fired, but definitely knows ball and has some decent points. And I was with him 1,000% on, once we turned it over, we should have got after it even more. Real quick before I bring up the next person, shout out to Ghost. Let me guess, we're young. JJ fumble. The snow and refs enjoy the Taco Bell. The Taco Bell, Bo. Hey, shout out to Ghost. Thank you for the 1999. You see it, Ghost. No excuses, bro. And then finally, Keel, thank you for the 199. He says, back to normal. Get this belt. Trash. Y'all wasn't that good, bro. Let's be real. It wasn't like y'all. Never mind. Next up, my guy Venice. Venice, what's good, man? Talk to me.
Hey, bro, I can't hear you.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go out and come back in because I can't hear you.
All right. Cam, you up next. What's good, Cam? I guess Cam is muted too. Cam, can you hear me?
What up?
All right, yeah. Yes, sir.
Maze, man, I saw a talent gap.
And
people, and we just got to keep it real, because if you look at it, our defensive line is coached by what? A MAC team, a MAC defensive coach.
Yeah.
He don't stunt.
That's fair. It just straight up bull rush. That's
straight up bull rush. Now, we talked about Matt Patricia. We talked about all these guys. They lost 8 last year. They lost 8 people to the NFL. There's no excuse.
Right.
We lost the same amount. It's the talent gap. Let's just keep it real. It's the talent gap. And
Somewhere Struggle is very happy with you saying that.
It's the talent gap because if you look at it, we had the same. We lost last year. We lost how many? About 5 people last year off the defensive side.
Mm.
But we kept the talent. We still had talent. Now we have no talent, bro. We have no talent.
Wait, you don't like nobody on defense? I think. Listen. First half, especially, I think Jimmy Roller held us down. Jimmy Roller was balling first half. Jair Hill, he could catch. That was a beautiful thing.
Yes, but if you see in coverage, they horrible. They horrible, bro. They horrible.
I mean, okay, all right. The when they were in man-to-man coverage, right? I didn't think they were too bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's when they were in those zones, and you know when they're supposed to switch off and stuff like that. There were a couple times in man they got beat too, especially like that touchdown to Ennis on the goal line. But that was a offensive pass interference. They need to get wise about that. No excuse though. But in those zones, when Carnell Tate like ran right up the middle of the field, touchdown, that was nasty work. He wasn't particularly marked up on that play, but those safeties got to see that and recognize it.
But they saw it. Here's the problem: they saw it. You know what what he did? He circled back instead of going with him.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, he circled back. When he circled back, Tate was still going the same way he was going, and they got him out of position.
Right.
And my thing is, and what I say about the talent guy, I'm not talking about the play. I'm talking about the mindset of the football.
Yeah.
If you notice, when Ohio State caught the ball, that's when our man break to them. But when Ohio State saw the man, they came before the ball even got there. If you notice that.
Ohio State definitely played fast and they played
fast
with intention. Yeah.
Because they saw what's in front of them. We didn't see what's in front of them. We was taught to play back, and when they catch it, then you break.
Right.
Instincts is off. That's the talent gap right there. The instinct of the play is off. And that's the talent gap. And that's what I mean by the talent in your brain, how to see the field and stuff like that. So we needed our defense to play real good this game because we knew we had a lot of freshmen on that side. We gotta go, bro. We gotta go. The whole defensive coordinator gotta go. The whole defensive, everybody gotta go, bro. Because I don't like how they're playing right now. Because
no doubt, Cam.
Before I get off of this,
hey
y'all, this wasn't nothing new. This been the whole season. Because before that, the Maryland game, it was people running wide open, wasn't it, Maze Man? Wide open. He just can't get the ball there.
Right.
So I'm gonna sit in the cup, man. This is a horrible loss. I gotta deal with this for 365 days, bro.
You'll be all right, man. We'll be back. Go Blue.
Go Blue.
Next up, everybody's favorite, my guy, your guy, Juju, and then we'll get back to Venice after this. What's good, Ju?
What's good, man? First and foremost, GG's to them. I mean, we were outplayed. Start to finish, really. You start with Wink. I mean, I thought he did a decent job. Obviously, I mean, you're sitting 2 shell and you wanted to double up on Satan and Smith, which was smart, obviously. The problem we didn't get any pressure up front.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I do agree with y'all. He should have sent pressure when we got the pick. I thought that was a big, like, swing. Like, we won a possession. Like, we had it up on a possession. So, all in all, like, the defense, they didn't do a terrible job. Once the second unit came in, that's where they had all their success running the football. That was my worry going into the week. Got out physical on that second unit. I thought the starters did fine for the most part. But Mason Curtis going down was big. Then we had to rely on Jordan Young, who's going to be a good player, but he's young, bro. And he's really, really young. So, yeah, not really too much on the defense. Shout out to Zavada and Suge. I thought they played their ass off.
Bro, Zavada had his best game. Yeah, I'm whatever, bro.
Bro, Suge did too. Suge played great.
Nah. Jair was fantastic in this game. I can't.
He might have earned.
Got to give him credit.
That was it though. Offensively, Bryce was terrible. I mean, Bro, he was god awful.
Yeah.
I didn't like Chip's second down calls on the run. I really didn't. It's been my issue with him all year.
Bro,
runs.
Every second down, he was running it, whether we got yardage on first or not.
All year. I mean, we went to heavy personnel, which was different. I mean, we didn't have success with it in the year, and we started to have success with it in the first and going in the second quarter. We're averaging over 8 yards per carry. Then when Jordan Marshall went down, shit went downhill. So you got to adjust from that point. So that's the things I didn't like. Chip, I didn't. Whatever that screen call was, didn't like it. I don't know what the hell that was. But he definitely shares blame in this. But Bryce was terrible. Bryce missed 2 touchdowns in this game. He missed multiple people over the middle of the field. I can't wait to get to all 22. It's gonna be disgusting, bro. Watching the offense, he was god awful, bro. Yeah. You could have called the perfect play. He wasn't seeing the field. He got happy feet. He's got a lot to work on in this offseason, and I think he will. You couldn't lose 4 games this year, and we didn't. So you build off of it, bro. You got to hit the portal hard, and I hope they take this shit personal because they need to. They get their ass kicked. There is no excuse. There is zero excuse. I think JB Brown and Wink, I think those are the first 2 out the door, and then you hit the portal hard. But no excuse, bro. We got our ass kicked the whole game. Damn near.
Absolutely. And you told no lies, man. Everything you said, I pretty much agree with. Like Ben brought up, and like I was gonna bring up actually when he was up. After that interception, bro, we at least the next drive, the next time they have the ball, we gotta heat him up. And make him, because if he beats us that way, then he beats us that way. By the way, we never did that. We never were able to heat him up.
I mean, the twisted stunts were the most disappointing because they struggled with it the last 3 weeks. And
nasty.
I'm gonna figure out who's responsible for that. I don't have the answer right now, obviously.
Whether it's Esposito or
whether it's the coach, whether it's Wink, whether it's position, like I don't know who it is, but I'm thinking it's Wink. I'm gonna try to figure it out though,
because the defensive coordinator installs those things, right? It's like the position coach's job to kind of be the sub guy and kind of teach those principles, but Wink installs what he installs.
Yeah, that's what I think we can do a lot without him, bro. Even if you go to a schematic change,
right?
But like obviously, I don't believe we have like crazy talent on the defense, but you can get more out of those guys, bro. Like you can get way more out of those guys. And last point, Caleb Anderson. I don't know, again, if it's Lamar, if it's Wink, he does not need to be on the field. I understand why you went to Jordan Young because you had an injury, but Caleb Anderson being on the field, bro, there was a couple of times there was wide open. Julian missed him. Like it was not good, bro. But outside of that, you build off of it, bro. You build
no doubt. Shout out to Old Man on the Sticks. It's the Broyles Award nominee spot. Get him out of there, which is crazy that he's up for that award. Juju, I appreciate you. Stick around. We're gonna bring everybody up in a minute. Venice, what's good, man?
What's good, man? All right, let's first off, let's give Ohio their credit. They played hell of a game. They was well prepared, and they look like a legit team to repeat. Now, with that being said, let's start with our offense, man. Me and Don has been on
Chip Lindsey
all year, bro.
Right.
I'm sorry. And in this game, it was his worst game of the year, in the biggest game. And then when you have a young quarterback, you got to get him in rhythm. See, like right now, we blaming the quarterback for missing reads, but it's hard to get in rhythm when you're forced to throw the ball because we're down 2 scores now. You know what I mean? We should have got him in rhythm early in the game after the pick. Remember, after the pick, we should have been aggressive, trying to score a touchdown. But what did we do? And then Chip Lindsey in the offense, we marched us out of the game. Bro, we're not going to win this game with a third-string running back, a walk-on. We're not. I'm not saying abandon the run game, but now we have to get our quarterback in rhythm.
Right.
Our best backs are out. We're not going to win with Kuzkov. He's nice, But come on, man, this Ohio State we playing. So I feel like offensively, we was just horrible, bro. Horrible. We played scared. I don't know if they thought this was gonna be like last year. We could just throw the ball 12 times and win. This is not that. It's a different year. And then defensively, it seemed like Wink, man, he like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, man. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get from him. It's like, bruh, why are you? We should never go one-on-one with him ever.
Right.
Ever at any point. What are you going one-on-one, back-to-back plays?
Yeah.
And then they was in the booth looking at that like, hey, they going one-on-one.
Yeah.
Hit us right over the head.
Couldn't wait to call that play.
Couldn't wait to call it again.
Because
he missed it the first the first play.
Right.
They came right back to it. Hit us right over the head. Hit us right over the head. So it's like we got big decisions to make in the offseason. Wink, I'm ready to just let Wink go back to the NFL. Hopefully he get an NFL job. You know, I'm over Wink. Chip, I already know Chip gonna get another year. Me, if it was me, I will get rid of Chip ass too. But more likely he gonna be coming back. And so we just got a lot of development to do. And then everybody is banking on the transfer portal. I want everybody to remember Michigan has academic restrictions. There's certain players we can't get in the transfer portal. We only can really get freshmen and sophomore or grad transfers. So I know everybody like, oh, we're going to hit the portal hard, hit the portal. There's certain players we can't get out of the portal. So no doubt, we can't really bank on that. You know?
Nah, you're not also telling a bunch of truths, bro. I agree with you 1,000%. It's a lot of things that Michigan has to work on this offseason. One of them is absolutely getting the best staff possible, right? Whether or not that's Wink leaving on his own accord, getting an NFL job, or letting Wink go, whatever we need to do to make it happen, we need to do it. Like you said, Chip likely will get another year. Unless somebody wants to hire him as their head coach. I'm talking to you, Florida. Whoever wants Chip as their head coach. We're not gonna fight Penn State. Y'all still looking for coaches? I don't know.
Right.
But definitely got to get the staff thing together, man. I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna bring you back up when we get through everybody.
Got you.
Steven, what's good, bro? Thought Steven was there.
What's good, man?
What up, though?
So I'm gonna be the first to say, hey, look, I was wrong about a lot of things. So to all the Buckeyes in the chat, hey man, I ain't gonna sit up and make no excuses. They out Michigan. I'm not because I texted you earlier. It ain't that I'm not mad. I just, and this may sound cocky, I just know this is a one-off. They're not gonna make these same mistakes next year. Not saying the Buckeyes aren't good. But, I mean, when I looked at the Buckeyes, I saw Michigan the last 4 years. That's the same thing Michigan did. So that was their strategy, which is fine. But the staff will learn. Yeah. I knew Michigan was in trouble in the first quarter when Jason Barham headbutted the referee.
Bro, what was that, bro?
That was when I saw that, that's a lack of discipline. Like they would you doing stupid stuff. And that's where the Buckeyes beat them mentally because they were complaining. The lack of discipline, and it was like I'm not used to seeing it. So that's what I was like. Yeah, I think Michigan gonna lose this game. Like first of all, Jay Shaw he should go ahead.
Nah, I want to talk about that right there specifically, real quick. Yeah. That's what I thought the same thing, right? Because we had stopped them. That was goal line, by the way. First and second down, we get the stops. In fact, we knocked them back on that second down. It's a third down coming up, and he headbutt the referee. They get an automatic first down. So I'm like, all right, they scoring here for sure, touchdown. But then Michigan stood up on that goal line, and I was like, all right, like we really can't, we really in this joint. And that's where they got the little field goal. But go ahead.
Yeah. So the lack of discipline, and somebody said the first two guys should be Brian and Wink Martindale. No, Justin Tress. These guys were weak. They're not strong. And now Bryce got a little bit strong. He gained about maybe 15, 20 pounds. But I all year, there's no way Michigan should be getting pushed around by certain teams. That USC game showed me Tress got to go. I'm sorry. Tress shouldn't even be allowed to go to his wherever he lives. There should be a police escort there. Get your stuff, and just wherever you're gonna go, just go. This guy, let me tell you something. I know Michigan is young. They'll be better next year. I don't think the portal is the way because they recruit and develop well. They just need a strength and conditioning coach that knows how to get the best out of his players and just develop the guys you have. Now, will they raid the portal? I don't know. I didn't like that. Wink Martindale, we appreciate you, good brother. You're just like Don Brown, and Frank Sinatra. Your time is come and gone. It is what it is. You had it at one point in time, but like Frank Sinatra, the voice start cracking. You start forgetting your own lyrics. It's time to go. But there's no shot. I mean, we appreciate you, and I'm gonna close here in a minute. But Michigan still has a chance to win 10 games. But this feels to me like 2016 when they started 9-0, finished 10-3. It's like the most empty 10-win season I can imagine. Like, dang, like 10-3 potentially is cool, but I didn't see 10-3.
Especially because we lost to all the good teams on the schedule, which is trash.
Right, and I just think that Coach Moore, I'm not gonna say fire him next year, whatever. I think that Grant Newsom, Grant Newsom got to go too. JB Brown, Dominic Zabata didn't save him, and he don't get away. He got to go. Wink, it's time for him to go. They need to get some guys in there who understand the assignment, and it just seemed like the hatred wasn't there. It's almost like Bryce didn't play the best game. I can't really blame him. I'm not going to blame injuries because Justice and Jordan. It is what it is. Yeah. They just needed they needed to play more disciplined and better. They need to get back to Michigan football like under Coach Harbaugh. I don't want to see Coach Moore's way of playing football. I want to see Coach Moore coaching Coach Harbaugh's way of football because that won. And I know it sounds selfish, but it's like Coach Moore doesn't know what he's doing at this point. He's a second-year head coach. We got to remember that, y'all. He's like a baby in this. Now, if he was 4 or 5 years in, you had to fire him after this season. Right. But he's still a baby. So give him time. Wide receiver coach, whoever that is Lamar Morgan, my good brother, we appreciate your time. You got to roll. The D-line coach, whoever that is, you got to roll. They need some wholesale changes, and they need to make it happen quickly. And like I said, but strength and conditioning is the major. And some of them players got to hit the portal. Some of them guys there, I'm not saying you're not good. You just shouldn't be in Michigan. Go to Michigan State. Go to Central Michigan. Go somewhere with a Michigan in it, just not Ann Arbor. So like I said, next year, like I said, they had a lot of freshmen, so they have no excuses next year. They should be a lot better, and they better be 10 wins next year in the regular season. Unless it's 10-0. No, the donors are going to be on Coach Moore, so he got to make it happen. And I'm going on mute, man. It's all good.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Steven also making great points. I do think that Wink Martindale, like I said, the first half of the game, defense really stood up, played well. It was some great individual performances. Jair Hill, Jimmy Rolder was just a rock in the first half, especially. But at the end of the day, if you can't get a pass rush on a team like Ohio State, it's going to be a long day. And that's what it ended up being for Michigan. They kind of constricted us, right? Instead of us doing the constricting. Shout out to Steven. We got to move on. We almost threw this, by the way. And then we'll bring everybody else up. My guy, your guy, it's your boy, Lich Max. What's good?
I hope I turn my mic on. Obviously, I'm upset because we lost to Ohio State. That was embarrassing for Michigan to not only lose to Ohio State, but we didn't even get a touchdown on the board. That is embarrassing at our house. At our house, really?
Yeah.
How are we going to not touchdown on our house?
Nasty work.
And what's even worse about it is there's reports saying that we, after the game, we were guarding the block M after our loss. Why couldn't we have been guarding our end zones with that kind of ferocity? You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think that we can really look at Chip and blame all of our failings on offense on him. I understand the want to blame Chip and his play calling, but I think some of it does kind of fall on Bryce and his decision making and his inexperience. He's a great quarterback. We know he's going to be down the line. But as we've seen, even in the past games, his decision making is still rookie. And it's something he's going to have to work on. Specifically, he had a couple of the passes where he had McCulley coming open deep. He had the time in the pocket. Like a couple of those where they came open, I get not throwing to them. He didn't have time. But there were a couple passes there where he had plenty of time in the pocket to make that read, plant his feet, and launch that ball down the field to get him. And instead, he just immediately went, look at the running back, throw it to him, instead of checking real quick down the field to see if anybody's open before making that decision. There was one that was super obvious. Marsh came open right in the middle, in the window between the I think it was the middle linebacker and the safety. Yep. He had a window open right there where he could have launched it right to Marsh for a first down, and we would have been fine. And instead, he immediately turns and throws to, I think it was Marshall at the time.
Yeah,
and he throws to Marshall. Marshall doesn't catch it, and that leads us to our fourth down punt. But yeah, I think some of it comes down to Bryce's inexperience as a rookie quarterback. Some of it does also fall on Wink and his play. Not Wink, sorry. Some of it does fall on to Chip in his play calling. But I think, all in all, I think Wink honestly called a decent game for what he was up against. Because he couldn't rush 7 because that would have given up too much. I still think he ended up giving up way too much at the end of the day. But they just kind of had the better team this season when it compared to their offense compared to our defense. I think that's just kind of what it came down to. We got outcoached, we got outplayed.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? Listen, we know like they're a talented team. They always are. They are every year, every season. They seem to have a boatload of talent, but with Michigan, why Michigan was able to beat them in the past was because we could force them to be one-dimensional. Today, we just it didn't seem like there was any sort of like plan. I don't know. It just seemed like we just gonna respond to what they're doing rather than try to force them into what we want them to do. It just was too kind of wishy-washy out there today. But Litch, we'll bring you back up, man, for sure. Stay backstage real quick. Let's get to a couple more of these supers, and then we'll bring up our next guest. Shout out to Jennifer Davis Smith. Thank you for the $2. She says, shout out to Marshall trying to give it a go. Absolutely, man. He tried to tough it out there. He looked good when he was in there a couple times, man. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is his future we're talking about here. So shout out to Jordan Marshall. Teriyaki Sky, $4.99. Thank you. This is not me. I did lose a bet. I did have to wear that shirt this morning. It immediately came off. You saw it. He said Scarlet Madman was the blessing we needed. Good omens. Go Buckeyes. Good streak by y'all, and I'm glad it snowed and we ran the ball at will. Go. Yo, look at y'all. Y'all be trying to get me. But go Blue. Magnetic 6112. Thank you for the $5. By the way, is this like a play on kinetic? What's this joint? But anyway, well, we can't blame Samaj Morgan for this loss. That's a fact. Maybe Samaj should have played in this game. But that is also a Snapple top fact. Teriyaki Sky says, hated these last years. Not gonna lie to y'all, but Coach Day learned from the last years in the playoff run. I think the growth was overlooked. I think you might be right. Listen, all season long, they were a methodical team. They went out there, methodically beat Michigan today, but we'll be back. Mar Mizzle, who was on site today, said the studio is full. Let me up. You'll be up. You'll be up in just a sec. Shout out to Mizzle, who's been a member for 8 months, by the way. You should become a member right there. You see it. Become a member. Shout out to Mizzle. Ripstar, thanks for the $1.99, says, who would be an upgrade from Tripp? Rush higher. Hell, you, Rip. Anybody who has eyes and can see at this point. But we got to move on because we got to get through these people struggle. You are up next, sir. You waited patiently back there. What's good, man?
What's good, y'all? Normally I'll be like, I'm upset, but I ain't even upset.
Right. Right.
Right. Y'all see the talent gap I've been complaining about all year?
I knew you was gonna like when homie said that.
I just want to hit on a couple things, y'all. First, at 12:27, in my group chat with my friends, my homies, I said this game is over when Jordan Marshall got re-injured. Jordan Marshall had 71 yards of offense on the first two drives. When he got injured, we had the first and goal at the 10. Yep. We didn't make it nowhere inside the 10 after that. We had, going into the fourth quarter, I think I put it in the chat while I was still going on, we had like 68 yards of offense starting the fourth quarter after Marshall got out the game. Right. Jordan Marshall went out this game. And next up, I'm talking about y'all boy Chip Lindsey, who I've been arguing about with everybody all year. All right, Juju and his stupid stat. I know Juju didn't get on here and say what I said 4-5 weeks ago about Chip and his second down runs. I said that 4-5 weeks ago. We was going back and forth about that. But anyway, Chip Lindsey is terrible. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I know they ain't gonna get him out of here. I know that ain't the reality, but they need to get him up out of here. All right. Wink did a good job. And I know everybody gonna be mad and everybody blaming Wink. Okay. How many points did Ohio State score in 2021? 27 points. How much they scored in 2022? 23 points. Like last year was the 10-point, that was an anomaly. But they scored 27 points today. Wink had the same game plan we've had like the last 5 years. Play the safeties deep, try not to get beat deep, give up big plays, and try to force them to run the ball. They had a better they ran the ball better because they have better talent than us now. It's a talent gap. It's not a scheme thing on defense. Wink was running the same scheme. We don't blitz Ohio State that much, y'all. We don't. We haven't the last 5 years. All right. We play straight up a light box, 2 linebackers, 4 linemen. That's what we do against Ohio State. And it's been successful because we've had more talent. It's just a talent gap. One more thing I forgot about Chip, y'all. At one point at halftime, okay, after Marshall got out the game, Bryce Underwood had 5 passing attempts. And y'all sit up here talking about some Bryce was terrible. He had 5 passing attempts. How's your quarterback supposed to get in the game? We had a walk-on third-string running back with 10 carries at halftime, and our quarterback had 5 passes attempted.
Hey, great point.
But it ain't Wink.
Great point.
It ain't Chip, though, right? And my thing, when I always complain, y'all know I get on here, I'll be like Juju and his stupid stats. The stats ain't the problem. It's the way he called plays that I have a problem with, right? I don't give a shit if you get 340, 400 yards against Rutgers. That don't mean nothing. Like, it means nothing at all. We out-talent them. It's just, I just don't like his play calling, the way he called plays. Like, I don't have a problem with his scheme. It's the plays. It's how he calls them. But anyway, I'm done with the talent gap. Everybody talking about, a couple people on here talking about fire Sharon. I'm going to give y'all a name to remember. Bo Pelini. All right? Bo Pelini winning 9-10 games. And I think Sharon will be a good coach.
There's no way Michigan becomes Nebraska.
Hey, bruh, you mess around and fire a decent coach. and pick up. Hey, it could happen. It could happen. Give that man a chance. He only in his second year. That's what. Like I'm not even mad because, like I've been saying it all along. 8-4, 9-3 at best. We finished 9-3. I can't even be mad. Like I think we maxed me from my point of view. I know a lot of people don't agree, but I think we maxed out at our talent level. We got 9 wins. We go to a bowl if we get a win or not. 10-win season, 9-win season. We maxed out. Like we'll be competing for championships in 2 more years. We lost this game today 3 years ago. Jim Harbaugh lost this game 3 years ago. I done brought it up time again about our recruiting. The last 2 years he was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the sophomores and juniors that's playing now. And if you look down our roster, at the sophomores and juniors on this team, right?
Yep.
The red shirt sophomores and juniors on this team.
No, you're right about that. This is what I argue with Ben about that episode. It was hardball recruiting.
It was terrible.
Why we are where we are.
We was like 20 and 23rd in rivals, like in recruiting. And that's
he's a great coach though, and that's the difference is Harbaugh is a tried and true coach, right? So you can get around some of those deficiencies if he was still here.
If he was still a coach, yeah,
right. But with a second year head coach, it's gonna be a much harder task. And these aren't necessarily the guys he wanted. Not necessarily. He obviously had a hand in recruiting who he recruited. But go ahead.
We beat Ohio State 4 years in a row before today, right? And every single one of them games except 2023, I say they had a better team than us, right?
Mm-hmm. We
just put them in the closet and beat them up.
Right.
We wasn't going to do that today after Jordan Marshall went out that game. That was our only hope. And after 12-27 in my group chat, I can show y'all right here. I said, this game is over, right?
Yeah.
We was up 3-0, about to kick another field goal. Should have been a touchdown if Jordan Marshall was in the game. But 6-0, that was it. Like, I haven't even looked at the stats at the end of the game, but at halftime, we literally had 58 yards that didn't come from Jordan Marshall. And I don't know what we had in the second half. It wasn't even, bruh. Like, I know people saying Bryce played terrible, but like if you sat on Bryce might as well have been on the bench to halftime. And then they brought him in and said, throw because we down. We got down 24-9. They was like, okay, Bryce, you can throw the ball now. Right? It don't work like that. Especially it's like 25 degrees out there freezing his off doing nothing.
Right.
But I know we got a lot of people in here, so hey y'all.
We got one more person, and then we'll open it up to everybody. But shout out to Struggle, man. You're not lying either. Everybody telling truths today. Shout out to Struggle. Hey, DJ Ward, what's good?
What up? What up? Go Blue, baby.
Go Blue.
Wait a long time. All right, I had different thoughts.
My bad, bro. You are the last person too.
You're good. You're good. So to kind of go against what he just said, though, we have never been a more talented team, and we never recruited talent like that. Jim Harbaugh was the coach that he can take a 3-star Kenneth Grant or a low 4-star Mason Graham and develop them into these stars. I think with Sharon, he doesn't have coaches that develop. He have coaches that recruit. So like we are recruiting better now, but are they going to develop the talent that we are recruiting in? Right. Like Nate Marshall, right? Freshman. He showed flashes all year, didn't get on the field to pass rush. He's a pass rush specialist. Could have used him. Didn't use him. And like a bunch of our other young players, they're there, but are we developing them and are we making them better?
Right.
Next thing, offense. I need Juju to find this out since he's finding out different things for us. Are we sure this is Chip Lindsey's offense or Sharon Moore's offense? Like, this looked like last year, Sharon Moore, right? The running the ball and then trying to throw it on certain downs, not using tight ends, same thing. But that's neither here nor there. And then my biggest point is, what's the strength and conditioning coach? Joe Tress?
Tress, yeah.
He has to go. When I say we are getting pushed around, I saw TJ Metcalf get thrown by Enos. I was like, yo, what is going on? Like, we are just getting bullied around here. Right. And I'm like, that is not how we beat them all these years. We beat them because we were stronger. We were better. Our players didn't have to come out of the game all the time. Like Anderson's in the game, like someone said earlier. We got defense like Rayshawn Benny, who was supposed to be this year to step up. He's always tired out the game. Like, we weren't conditioned, we weren't strong, we weren't physical. So, I don't know, man. It was just, he's my number one culprit is him. Is Joe, he has to go. And that's it. That's all I got, man. I want to make it quick. Go Blue, baby.
Go Blue, bro. Yeah, man, listen, I think everybody has come up and made good points. There's no doubt about it. Whether or not this is one of the things that I wanted to get across. That's why I kept the no excuses thing up. I had some other banners, but we're just gonna keep no excuses up because we got to give credit to the other side too, right? They didn't let Michigan do what Michigan wanted to do offensively, which, by the way, I don't know what that is necessarily, but they made it hard for us, especially once they got ahead. Once they got ahead, and they knew that Michigan had to throw the ball to get back in it. You know, it was pretty much a wrap from there. Yes, like Struggle said, your quarterback having 5 pass attempts at halftime is nasty when the third string running back who's a walk-on has 10 rushing attempts. That is not the way you're going to get it done. That's a fact. We definitely needed to get Bryce more comfortable early in the game so that later in the game he would be, more comfortable with standing in the pocket, maybe that extra tick to see guys come open or see those windows. He did make one hell of an NFL throw down the seam in this game, but we needed much more of that, and unfortunately, we didn't get it. Shout out to you, though, DJ Ward. I'm going to bring everybody up, all right? Let's get to it. How y'all feeling, man?
Hey, can I say something before we start? Can I say something?
Chip.
Go ahead. Hey, Juju, before you go, can I say something? Is Juju up here?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so and once again, all credit to Ohio. They won the game. I ain't taking nothing away from them. I will caution you this though. Forget youth. It took a year like this for the Buckeyes to win, and they won by 18. But those injuries, a lot of mistakes and miscues. Don't think this is gonna happen every year. Because Babalola, Haywood, different guys like that. They like Michigan. Michigan has a lot of guys who are monsters who didn't even get to see the season or didn't get to play a lot. Kuzdahl is not going to be the starting running back next year. Justice Haynes might come back.
Sorry,
he may or
bro.
may
It's
not.
Today, not today for that, bro.
No. But I understand. But that you got your opinion, I got mine. What I'm saying is this: just enjoy it, but don't think this is going to happen consistently. I'm just telling you now, it's not. It's really not. But it's all good. Today, the Buckeyes are the better team.
I got no faith in Sharon, so
Yeah, we don't even need
I'm gonna hold off on that.
Right,
Well, I didn't really ask
Today
that.
ain't the day with the roll.
But that's you, bro. That's you, bro. Once again, I didn't disrespect you, but I didn't ask your opinion. I'm just saying it's a lot. It's a lot. But
answer this to me. What's the
talk,
best team? Hold on. What's the best team Michigan beat this year? What's the best team Michigan beat this year?
I'll say Washington, and that is not saying a lot.
We didn't beat no good team.
Yeah. You mean the same team Wisconsin beat? Wow, what a win!
You asked the question, answer the question.
Yeah, we didn't beat any good team.
So we beat nobody. Is what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay.
You said the best team. You didn't say that we beat a good team.
Yeah, I mean, I answered the question, right?
Sure. Let me rephrase it then. Did we beat a good team this year?
No.
I wouldn't say good. I wouldn't say that. So if Washington beats Oregon, does that count? If Washington beats Oregon, does that count as good?
Yeah, they're not beating Oregon.
They're
not beating Oregon.
If I was,
I'm not gonna get excited about beating a team that Wisconsin fucking beat. I mean, get out of here.
But if Washington beats Oregon,
yeah, bro,
they're a good team.
But also we can't do the transitive property thing either, bro. Like, so what? They lost to Wisconsin. It was a bad day for them that day. But if they beat Oregon, it's a good day for them, right?
Yeah. Guys, let's look at the only good teams we played. We all got we weren't even competitive in any of them.
Right.
We weren't even competitive, bro.
I think we were competitive in the Oklahoma game.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Let's be honest. Hold on. Before I go on and agree with this, we were competitive today.
No, we weren't.
We were half. Yes, they were.
Don't rewrite history. Don't rewrite
the first half.
We played all our tough games on the road besides Ohio.
That game was over the second they scored their first touchdown.
No.
He didn't say that. He said they were competitive.
That game was over the second they scored their first touchdown.
He didn't say that. He said they were competitive. They were competitive for a half. That's what he said.
No, we were competitive for like a quarter. We were competitive for like a quarter.
So they were competitive then. That was the question.
For a quarter, bro. If you're not competitive, bro, a lot of teams are competitive for a quarter.
That ain't what he asked.
Competitive for the game.
That wasn't the question, though.
Why do you think we weren't competitive in the first half, Ben?
Yeah, because to me, once they got to that Because our offense, I'll put it like this: our offense to me was completely taken out of the game. At the start, pretty much from the second quarter on. At that point, I was like, "Look, this isn't even going to be competitive going forward because our offense can't do shit." Defensively, I figured, and I think was it the fourth quarter? The announcer literally said that we only had 35 snaps on offense at one point. So our defense had been out there for like I don't even know how long.
Right.
Hey, Maze, I got to run. Thanks for having me, Maze. And hey, for everybody that gave me shit about liking good defense, running the football, and controlling the game, there you go. There you go. There's your Chip Lindsey offense running the ball out of the spread against Ohio State in the snow with like our fourth-string running back.
Hey,
Fire Tress, fire Wink. They got to go. They got to go, man. They got to go.
Before you go.
And Chip. Fire Chip, too.
I didn't hear that.
I said fire Chip, too.
Yeah. I didn't hear you.
When Marshall was in the game, we had 2 tight ends in the game and smashing the ball.
Yep, facts.
Yes.
As soon as Marshall went down, I mean that's like Struggle said. When Marshall went down, that was it. And then the catch by Smith. You know what? I gotta give credit. We gotta give credit to Ryan Day for having the guts to make that call on 4th and 5. Whether Smith was in bounds or he wasn't in bounds is irrelevant. You know, that was a lot of guts to make the call at that game. But little things change the momentum. But hopefully this upsets Sharon enough to make the hard decisions he needs to make. But thank you, everybody. Love you all. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Go Blue.
Hey, speaking of that
out,
speaking of that touchdown catch that was kind of questionable, what happened to the big toe rule? His big toe was out of bounds when he gained control of that ball. He was out.
Yeah.
I mean, bro,
I'm not going to make excuses, but
honestly, bro, I don't even give a shit about that. I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to hear anyone talk about that. Who gives a shit? We got absolutely dominated physically. Which is probably the worst part. We got absolutely dominated physically, and pretty much from that point on, we were dominated.
Hey Ben, y'all know I'm on the talent gap thing, but I think the defense played good. They just wore down. They was on the field the whole game.
Well, hold on.
I don't think they played good.
I don't think they played that good.
Yeah,
I don't think they played that good.
Well,
they gave up 27 points.
Yeah, I think they did the best they could do, but that ain't saying much.
And it didn't help that they were targeting Barry the entire game,
what was
too.
Wink thinking going one-on-one with Jeremiah Smith 2 plays in a row?
Well, on the hillside,
that's actually not even unique. We've done that
before. Hold on a second.
2 plays
hang on a
in
second.
a row.
Hey, Venice, hang on a second. Well, on the hillside, it worked fine. It was only on the Barry side where it didn't work because Barry doesn't have the ability to keep up with Smith or the other one. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Carnell Tate. He doesn't have the ability to be able to keep up with them. We needed 2 hills in our secondary, and we only had 1.
Yeah, but you still can't go one-on-one.
And the defensive coordinator should know that, by the way.
Yeah, he should know that.
Yeah, we should have on the Barry side. He should have had him bracketed to give Barry some help because we knew that Hill was able to keep up with it.
Hey, but even when Hill got the interception, it was a safety over the top. That's why he got the interception because he was playing underneath.
Right.
So regardless, you like we should have known coming in this game, bro. We're not going one-on-one with them.
No,
at all.
That's not even unique. We went one-on-one with him last year.
Being unique, you just can't go one-on-one.
No. I'm not saying it's unique. I'm saying it's not. That's not a change in what we've done before. If you look at last year, we went one-on-one with him too. For example, that when we got the PI against him, and that was a one-on-one. That was one-on-one.
Yeah, last year we also had better DBs to be able to combat.
I think it was the same too, bro.
The biggest difference, the biggest difference between last year, is the defensive line. You had 2 absolute monsters in the middle that could rush the quarterback and speed up his time.
Listen, hold on, man. First of all, y'all fucking in here crying, man. Shout to fucking Michigan. Go fucking blue always. Shit, I said they lost to a better team. What the fuck we crying in here? They punched us in the face. I said y'all crying in here, bro.
Nah, we not
y'all
crying.
making excuses. We seen it.
Just
Yo,
recapping
listen.
the game, bro.
Same thing, bro. We know what it is. It was a better team. That's it. It was a better team that beat us. We could take that. You see that? No excuses. And we could use a lot of them if we want. But that's what all OSU fans do. Bitch ass fan base. Fuck out of here. Shout to everybody. Shout to all the coaches. Shout to all the players. At the end of the day, listen, they beat us. Bro, good for them. Fucking COVID didn't even exist last time they beat us. And y'all here crying? We beat them 4 out of 5 years. What the fuck we talking about? Name me the last team in the country that's had a winning streak like that against Ohio State. Nobody. So, bro, listen. We take it like that, bro. We all been in fist fights here. Every single one of us. We lose some, we win some. That's it. You get up, live to see another day. They won, we're going to keep it moving. Yes, there's a lot to be done. Moving forward, there's a lot of talent going on. Somebody said, oh, it's a talent gap. Bro, it's been a fucking talent gap since 2014. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Name all the first-round picks OSU's had compared to Michigan since 2014. Now you're going to say it's a talent gap? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know if it was
Sometimes my own fan base, they bother me now, bro. Because listen, they were the more physical team, the better team. It didn't matter, bro. It didn't matter what we was going to do. They was going to win that game, and they won it, bro. I fucking hate Ohio State. I hate their fan base. They cocksuckers. But one thing, I give credit when credit's due. That's a good football team. That team might win the Natty again. Let's call it like it is.
We said all that, bro. We just breaking down the game.
Y'all act like we lost to motherfucking Wisconsin. That's Ohio State. Oh, they cooked everybody this year. Everybody.
Down the game,
broke down, bro. It's no need to break. You breaking down nothing. Breaking down what? It wasn't. Listen, guys, you gotta understand. Either you better. That's like telling a guy, a 4-foot guy, to dunk on the dude at 6'8". You could break it down. Well, if you try to go left and then you're not gonna dunk on him. It's the same thing, nah, bro. Because we're not gonna do that. Listen,
we gave them
bro. I got my chin high for my team. I got my chin high for my team, bro. Go blue, you see that? Here, NYC, repping my fucking team. Fuck out of here. I will never cry. We lost, that's it. Fuck Ohio State. That's all they gonna get. They the better team. They could suck meat. That's all it is. They in the comments celebrating, bro. The last time they beat Michigan was 2019. Fucking Trump wasn't even born when they beat us. The fuck out of here. Dinosaurs was roaming the earth. Y'all here fucking, we got to do this. We know what we got to do. They just a better team. Why just say that? Just admit that. We lost to a better team.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, man.
I want to break it down to a science for nothing. You're wasting your time, bro.
Okay, bro.
Hold on, dog. Listen. If all we did was got on here and say we lost to a better team, the show be over.
The show will be over.
Yeah, bro, but we break it down. Listen.
Listen, there isn't one Ohio State fan up here. Right. This is all Michigan fans. All we doing is talking about what we saw in this game. Right?
All right.
Outside of that, I couldn't came on here. You said I should have put up a banner saying Ohio State was better than y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
Dudes is here crying. Just accept it. Say, we had opportunities here and there. That's it. It is what it is. We making it seem like, well, if he would have handed the ball off a second later, nah, bro, they took it to us. They were just better in every position. Bottom line.
Hold on.
100% agree. I don't think anyone disagrees.
You watched the game, right? You saw the joint where Bryce took off to the left, and if he stayed, the pressure wasn't even there yet necessarily. It was coming. Don't get me wrong. But if he stays that half second later, you can see Marsh coming open all the way down the field by himself.
Same shit all year, bro. It is what it is.
This is what this team
all year
too.
And listen, That's how it works. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Bro don't want us to talk about nothing.
Nah, go ahead. Listen,
I'm not gonna lie, Maniac. I think you, Maniac. This sounds like you just.
I don't cry.
Maniac. It sounds like you don't want to like relive the pain. I get it though. I get it. You don't want to.
First of all,
you don't want to relive the pain. I get it,
homie. I'm 44 years old. I see Michigan get dominated, and I see Michigan dominated, homie. This ain't nothing. This shit is football. I do this shit for fun, homie. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. That's for OSU fans cry, not me. Some of y'all ain't gonna fucking sleep tonight. I am
nobody's
like a
crying,
baby.
bro. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Y'all crying, yes. Y'all crying. Y'all ain't here.
No, we not crying. You sound like you crying right now.
I'm not.
You don't want us to talk about nothing.
You in here talking about this, that. They got it. We know that.
Yeah, this Michigan on Michigan crime, man.
We know that,
bro.
I understand if there was some Buckeye fans in here.
I don't give a listen.
We just can't be in here.
Right.
Nah, bro, I don't care.
And stare at each other, I guess.
It's not that. Listen, guys. It's simple.
We shutting the live down.
Right. All right, good night, y'all.
Good night.
Maniac said we can't talk about the game. All right.
Twin. Let me ask you a question. When you, I mean, this might sound crazy. This might be a crazy question, but I'll answer the whole chat panel. Wouldn't y'all rather this happen now so Coach Moore knows what changes he needs to make than this happens later? I'm kind of glad it happened.
Not happen at all.
I'd rather it happen now because this means that Coach Moore is probably out next year. So I'm good with it.
No, I didn't. He's not. I mean, you can wish upon a star all day. He's not getting fired.
Fire Coach Moore for game one.
He's not saying. I'm glad it happened. That way, Michigan knows what changes to make and who needs to go. I mean, but Coach Moore, Ben, you can say it until you blue in the face. He's not getting fired, man. You can leave and go to cheer for another team.
Hold on. You think if he misses the playoffs next year, he's not getting. He's not.
I didn't say nothing about the playoffs. I didn't say nothing about that. I didn't say nothing about the playoffs. I said the changes
next
to
year.
make.
That's what I said. I said next year.
So you asked me a question. What did I say about the playoffs? What did I say about the playoffs? I didn't say nothing.
If he doesn't make the playoffs next year, should he get fired? Yes or no?
It's a possibility.
We'll wait till next year to answer that question. I don't know.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
You can. Hey, hold on. If you didn't have breakfast this morning, would you be hungry?
No.
What? If you didn't
have breakfast this morning, would you be hungry?
No. How do you know, bro? I'll go without eating breakfast, bro. What are you? Hey,
did you hear my Floyd Mayweather show?
Hold on. How about this? If you didn't drink water, If you didn't drink water for 3 days, would you be thirsty?
No. What does water have to do with coaching?
3 days.
Answer the question. If you didn't drink water for 3 days, would you be thirsty?
You make less sense with every question.
No, I'm proving a point. If you didn't drink water for 3 days, would you be thirsty? If you didn't drink water for 3 days, would you be thirsty?
How is water compared to the playoffs? How you compare water to the
answer the question? I'll show you how. If you didn't drink water for 3 days, would you be thirsty?
Yes.
That's a dumb question.
Okay, so the point is. Hold on. The point is, you can answer hypotheticals. That's the fucking point.
You asked a dumb question. What are you talking about?
When I ask you,
what are you talking about, Ben?
If he doesn't make the playoffs next year, should he be fired? You can answer a fucking hypothetical, bro.
No, hold on, May.
Stop pulling sugar from the cupboard.
What I said, May, no. I said, May, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said because Ben is a moron. What I said was, this showed us what changes they need to make. He talking about the playoff. I ain't saying nothing about the playoff, but then he talking about H2O. You the water boy now. You
hold on.
Get out of here,
hold on. Hey. So you don't think he should make the playoffs next year? In year 3? You think he should make the playoffs?
Hold on, bro.
Okay, then answer the question, bro. Answer the question then.
Hold on, we muting everybody.
Your question is stupid.
Hold on. I blame Maniac for this. Maniac came in here slapping Michigan fans, and now everybody off the top rope on each other.
Listen, it is
this guy can't even answer the question. Bro, this guy's so scared. This dude is so scared to put expectations on year 3 of Sharon Moore, bro. You're so scared to put expectations on year 3 of Sharon Moore, bro.
Your expectations ain't mine,
You're being cowardly, bro.
Your expectations ain't mine. fine. Because you weren't complaining last time when
My
Michigan won.
expectations is to make the playoffs. What the hell?
Okay,
Being a
they didn't make
12-team
it this
playoff,
year.
and
They
you
didn't make
can't
it
make
this
the
year.
playoff.
They didn't make it this
You
year.
can't
So
make
what,
the
Ben?
playoff in a 12-team era in year
So
3,
what?
bro.
Okay,
You are being
Ben, it's all
coward in
good. It's
terms
all
of your
good.
expectations.
You ain't, but
Ben,
you're
it's all
talking
good,
about
bro.
water in 3 days.
Hey,
You
can
don't
I
make
say
no
something?
sense, bro.
Go
Can I
ahead,
say
Dennis.
something?
Go ahead,
You
Dennis.
didn't drink water for 3
Hey,
days.
Ben.
Get out of here, man.
Hey, let me say something, bro. Hey, Ben.
Go ahead.
Jim Harbaugh didn't make the playoffs his first 5-6 years. Did you have
That
him
was
on the
a
hot list?
4-team
Hey,
On the hot
playoff.
seat?
Hold
It
on.
don't
You
matter. It was
realize?
the
Hold on.
playoffs.
Hold on.
I don't care how many
You
wins
realize
it
in a
was.
12-team playoff, Harbaugh would have made the playoffs in multiple of those. He would have made it in
No,
year
we
2.
answer hypotheticals though, Ben. We ain't answer hypotheticals though, Ben. That's what you
I
just said,
just
right?
proved you can answer hypotheticals.
No, bro, no, we ain't doing that.
I
No,
just
we ain't
proved
doing
you
that.
can answer
No, we ain't doing that.
hypotheticals. So
No,
in
we
year
no,
2,
Ben, you wrong. You wrong. Stop it. You wrong, bro. Just let it go.
so in year
wait a
2, he
minute.
Moving
would have
on.
made the playoffs in the 12-team
Littering
playoffs. Your
in.
points are right.
Moving on.
So hold
Moving
on.
on, Ben.
Moving
Moving
on.
You
on.
already got
the
cooked,
smartest
bro.
person in the
If
room.
it's
All right,
year
hold
2,
on, hold on, hold
Moving
on.
Harbaugh would have
on.
made the
Let me say,
playoffs.
hold on. So let me ask this. What would it take then next season for anyone to say Sharon has to go? What would it
This
take?
dude won't answer it, bro. This dude's a
No,
coward. He
I'm
won't
asking
Bro,
answer
you
you.
it.
ain't Ben.
I'm
You just
asking
said
you,
you
Ben.
horrible.
I'm
You
asking you,
got
Ben.
cooked, Ben.
Well, if
You
it
talking
was up
about
to
some,
Ben, he'd be
well,
gone
if he
this
would have
year.
made the playoff in the 20,
Yo, Johnny, what the
stop it, bro.
fuck,
Stop it.
Hey,
yo?
wait.
Stop it.
Hey, let
Stop it.
Maniac ask this question. Go
No,
ahead,
no,
Go
Maniac.
ahead.
because I honestly, to me, I'm on the fence one more. I'm not on the fire, Sharon. I'm not. This is the second season. Again, I feel we should have made a playoffs. I'm not going to sit here and say, but I'm not on that. I'm not on that. Next
This is
season, though,
untoward, bro.
next season's a big season for him. We'll see what it is, though. But I'm not on that fire. Again, everyone is entitled to their opinion. If you feel like Sharon wants to be fired, that's on you. I can't
Oh, that's
tell you how to think. But for
Right.
me, no, Sharon is not getting fired this year, and he's probably not getting fired next year, unless he only wins like 3 games. Then that's a different story.
Or
Which that's
hey,
not
at
gonna
least,
happen.
at least you got an opinion, Maniac. This dude won't even give one. He's
No,
like, nah, I'm not
bro,
answering.
you just making
Nah, I'm
stuff
not
up. Talking about
answering.
water
At
and
least
food. What are
stand
you
on
talking
something.
about? Bro, Coach Harbaugh didn't make the playoffs until when?
It was a
2021. You
14
want
playoff,
everybody. It
bro.
doesn't the
If it
playoff. It
was
don't
a
matter.
12-team
It was a
playoff, he would have
playoff.
been in
It
the
don't
playoffs like
matter.
every other
It don't.
year.
He ain't there no more. What are you talking
Hey, I'm
Holy
about?
definitely
fuck,
getting
bro.
the Jerry Springer bell,
If
No,
it's
bro.
man,
a
this dude talking about.
12-team
Well, if
playoff,
Coach, well, how you
he's
know he ain't
in
gonna
the
make it?
playoffs
You
in
weren't saying that when
2018,
Michigan beat the
2019,
Buckeyes last year, you weren't saying that. When Michigan
2016.
beat the
He's in
Buckeyes
the
last year, you
playoffs
weren't saying.
all those
When
years,
Michigan beat the
bro. What are you
Buckeyes last year, you
talking
weren't saying
about?
that. You
Hold
weren't
on,
saying that
bro.
when Michigan
Holy
beat the Buckeyes
shit.
last year. You weren't
Ben and
saying that
Steven,
last year
hold
when
on,
Michigan
man.
beat the Buckeyes.
Y'all
So
making us
eat a
look
dick,
bad in front
man.
of Sharice,
The people
bro.
in the chat don't even like you,
Right.
dog.
God damn.
The
Can we
people in
Y'all
the
move
making
chat
us
on?
want
look
you
bad in
gone.
front of
Let's move
Sharice,
on,
man.
bro.
Chill
God
No,
out,
damn.
Michigan
man.
fans want him out the chat. That's how bad he is, bro.
All right, bro. Let's
Michigan
move
fans want him
on.
gone.
All right,
All right.
we off that. We off that.
Yeah,
Look,
we off that,
hold
bro.
on.
Keep it moving.
Let me read my super chats real quick. And then, hold on, bro. Struggle said, Dom, I've been complaining about chips since Oklahoma. $2. Struggle right here with us. Thank you for the $2, Struggle. Appreciate you.
Facts.
Teflon Don
Struggle.
199 said, your quarterback is cheeks. Take the L, you losers. Teflon
They got
Don.
it. They got it.
Guess
They could
what?
talk their shit. They could talk their shit. They earned it. They
Teflon
earned it.
Don can't talk his shit on this channel.
I know they earned, but
So
they
we'll
here.
take
You
your
see though,
$2.
but
Thank
Maze,
you.
but hold on. I just want to say one thing before I let everybody cook. You see how we let OSU fans in here talk their shit? If this was the opposite, every single Michigan fan would have got blocked. My
Oh, yeah,
man
they
was
was
on
blocking
Buckeye
people
Scoop yesterday.
last night,
They let
right.
no Michigan fan in the chat. And that shit is whack,
They
bro.
did do
Y'all
me
here in the
dirty.
chat, we not asking none of y'all to be blocked. Talk y'all shit, y'all earned it. But I'm just telling y'all, that's the difference between the Michigan podcast and OSU podcast. Y'all some sore loser bitches. I don't like
Who
that.
listens to Buckeye Scoop though? Who listens to Buckeye Scoop? Y'all still listen to Buckeye Scoop?
Oh,
Hell no. But my man was over there. My man was over there.
Teflon Don again with another 199 says your quarterback is ass. Take your L, losers. Bro, this dude
He played a bad game. He didn't have a good game.
I ain't gonna go.
He didn't have a good game.
It's all
It
good.
is what it is.
Day boy got
It is what it is.
PTSD. LMAO. Okay.
It's all good.
Sunny Ray.
It's gonna
Shout out
be
to
a
Sunny
hard
Ray, man. Thank you for the 499. He
365
says
days.
injuries, bad officiating are not excuses. They are facts. First off, second, high expectations doesn't mean we had a bad season. Third, we alienated Marsh.
He was open.
Okay.
open.
He was definitely open a couple times. Is Ben restarted? Or is that what you mean there? Shout out to Ripstar 199. Thank you, bro.
Take off the
Ripstar
yeah.
again.
Why the fuck open?
Ben, the water boy. Don't take that, Ben. You ain't got to take that.
Thank you.
Stay
Thank you,
okay,
Ripstar.
hold on. Let me jump in here because maybe people are too fucking slow. When someone doesn't answer a hypothetical or says they don't answer hypotheticals, you ask questions like, if you didn't have breakfast this morning, would you be hungry? And then they're going to say, well, no, yeah, I would be hungry, which proves that you can answer a fucking hypothetical,
No,
you dumb
just want
fuck.
things to go your way. You pussy, get out of here. The fans don't even like you up here. Go drop down. Michigan fans don't even like hearing your voice, man. Yes,
You think I give a fuck, bro?
Michigan,
Hold on.
man.
Is this a popularity
Hey, Kermit the
contest,
Frog.
bro?
Hey, shut up, Kermit the
Hold
Frog.
on. Is this a
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hey, show some respect for the platform, bro. Y'all saying the same thing over and over, bro. We got it. You feel your way, he feel his way. All right.
You got it. You got it.
Johnny Odin Jr., shout out to Johnny. Thanks for the $5. If you didn't wipe your ass with your booty itch, go blue. Shout out to Johnny, bro. That's crazy. And then we got
It probably would itch. That's a good point. It probably would itch.
voice of college football forever. Shout out to Rip for showing love to the voice of college football.
Rip going in. Shout to
Jake
Rip.
from Cleveland. Jake from Cleveland. Thanks for the $10. I can't find the live stream link. Jake, you don't want it. You don't want this link, man. they bungee jumping off the top rope on each other, bro. It's in the chat.
Let's get Ed Orgeron in here. Since more, let's get Ed Orgeron and give us one good season. Let's get some more. I get Ed Orgeron in here.
To answer Ben's hypothetical, though, if Moore goes negative in wins to losses, there would be a case there for him being fired.
Absolutely.
Hey Ben, I know
he has to beat Ohio State next year.
I know the expectation you have is to make the playoffs, but do you think we are one of the 12 best teams in the country?
He has to beat Ohio State next year.
I think we have the talent to be one of the 12 best teams in the country. And I think if we continue to be short of making the playoffs with the talent that we're bringing in and the talent that we have, that's a failure from the top down. And for people not to have the fucking cojones just to say that if my team doesn't continues to not make the playoffs, that this dude's on the hot seat, you a sunshine pumper. Go get more of that sunshine to pump up your ass.
That's 2 years that they didn't make the playoffs. So everybody, Alabama don't make the playoff every year. Georgia ain't winning championships every year, are they? Should Kirby go
playoffs though?
By the way, hold on, Ben.
Hold
on, Ben, because we kept Ryan Day out the playoffs for 2 years, and they weren't. He's still there, and he won a championship. And he's probably the favorite to win another one.
Yeah, but he first of all, he made the playoffs in 2022.
I said for 2 years we kept him out.
Because Utah
didn't make it in 21. Hold on, bro. He didn't make it in 21. He didn't make it in 23.
Hold on. But here's the difference. He went to the championship game in 2020. He missed 2021, but then he made it in 2022. By the way, in a 14 playoff, which is way harder to get into than a 12-team playoff. If you can't even make a fucking 12-team playoff with the talent you got fucking issues.
Hold on, Ben. So does Michigan have top 12 talent in the country?
We don't have a high.
They have enough talent to be in a 12-team playoff.
Now you're dodging the question. Do they have top 12 talent in the country?
They have top. Yes, they have top. They have top 12.
I feel like you're being a little dishonest with yourself here.
They do.
Okay, in terms of blue chip ratio, they're not 12. They don't have top 12 talent.
Wait, I would say in a couple years when Sharon's classes get to upperclassmen, we'll have it. But as of right now, there's no way. Like,
we got top 12 potential.
21st and 23rd in Harbaugh's last 3 years. We don't have top 12 talent. Like in the upper class level. Now, if you're the type of person that thinks...
Hold on. Let's look at the top 12 right now. We should look at the current top 12 playoff rankings and see how many of those teams have a composite top 12 talent. We should look at that because I bet you a bunch of them don't.
It's teams behind us that got more talent than us.
Let's look at the top 12. Let's pull that up, and let's see how many teams actually have a talent composite that actually matches where they're ranked.
All of our talent is young.
Yeah, we have top 12 potential.
Does Ole Miss have more talent than Michigan overall?
Probably so.
They got more. They got more.
No, probably not. Actually,
Exactly.
They don't out-recruit
but it's
Michigan.
also with the schedule too. Ole Miss ain't got more talent. Come on,
bro.
what
By
are we
the way, Michigan's Michigan's freshman talent, based off the class that they got a season ago, is tipping the scale in terms of their blue chip ratio because they had a great class a season ago, right? So we have to keep that in mind. Like I think somebody said it, the talent is young, very young, and there isn't a team this young that won a national championship, bro, in this format.
Whoever looking it up, pull the blue chip ratio for seniors and juniors.
Does Texas Tech have more talent than Michigan?
Who?
Oh, hell no.
Texas Tech. No, Texas Tech.
They're in a different conference.
Right, but they're number 7 in the country, right?
You can pull up. We can pull up a bunch of teams, bro.
You're talking about the top 12. Ole Miss and Texas Tech in the top 12, are they not?
These teams that we're talking about, they pull in more portal talent than we do. I mean, that's
right.
If you pull,
whose fault is that though?
We recruit better.
That's Michigan's fault.
And develop better than most of these teams. The portal is different.
We can't pull in juniors and
This is a
juniors and
fact.
seniors.
Shout out to Go Blue 97. The game.
How many top 12 teams play 6 freshmen? How many top 12 teams play 6?
Go ahead, Mace.
We got dominated up front, period. Shit ain't that complicated. Lack of twists and stunts was crazy. That's a fact.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much in a nutshell, man. And every team that we lost to, they were just better than us, man. Yeah, we could have done things better, but right now we not there. It is what it is. It's not really hard to, keep it real.
How many playoff teams are starting a true freshman quarterback?
Zero.
None. How many have got 3 offensive linemen that are freshmen?
Right.
Zero.
Exactly.
So Ben, I understand what you're saying, bro. Yes, we do need to start winning. Absolutely, bro. But that's gonna happen too when the team matures a little bit. Next year, if we are in this situation where we don't beat the best teams on our schedule and we lose to each one of the ranked teams, then absolutely, bro. I think that's enough to fire Sharon Moore. Go ahead, dude.
When I say talent gap, y'all, I don't mean like the freshmen that we have on our team.
No, I know what you mean.
I mean the upperclassmen. We just don't got it.
1000%.
I think where we shine is in potential talent because we bring in the young kids. We typically try to aim for the top of the board now, and we try to pull in that talent from Michigan and across the country, mostly from Texas nowadays. We're kind of forming a pipeline to Texas with how many recruits we got coming out of there. But where we shine is with potential talent, not necessarily with talent right now. Bryce Underwood.
Can you pull up the schedule for next year?
Yeah, we at Oregon, we at Ohio State.
Bryce Underwood is a good. Bryce Underwood is a good example of that. We've seen the talent he has. We know next year he's going to be better. Every year he's going to get better. Yeah. Same with the rest of the team. Every year we're going to get better. We're going to get better. There's a good chance that with how close we got this season, next season we could actually hit the playoffs. Will we win a natty? Yep. I don't know. Do we have the potential to with the talent we have? Potential. We do. We do have the potential to be able to hit the natty next year. Do I think for sure we're going to? I don't think so.
I just looked at it. That schedule is rough.
With being on
brutal.
That schedule is rough, bro.
Like especially in this game, like you can point to whatever you need to point, but there's a variety of issues there. Like our tackles got their ass kicked on.
Well, Penn State is a different team.
Very
but we still got to play Iowa, Indiana, Oregon, Ohio State. I mean, bro.
Oklahoma.
And a lot of them teams are in Ann Arbor. Michigan will be better next. They're going to develop these guys. They're going to be a lot better next season.
I agree with
that. I hope that's the hope.
No, my
they're going to be.
No, that's not a hope. That's a guarantee. We're going to be better next season.
Player development.
All right, let me ask Ben this. Ben, who wins the Big Ten championship?
Indiana. I would never pick that fucking cesspool of a fucking school.
I'm gonna go.
I think an argument can be made that Ohio, as much as I don't like Ohio, has a good chance of beating Indiana. Given their performance today, there's a good chance they could beat Indiana. But I think that Indiana has had more of a tougher schedule this season, so they're more battle hardened coming into the game. So there's also an argument can be made for Indiana having a win. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think at the end of the day, Ohio will probably end up winning out in the Big Ten championship.
Bro, going forward,
they may very well go 16-0.
I'm not. Yeah, I was gonna say the most painful part about all this, because I'm just gonna be real, is I always love saying that 2023 Michigan had my favorite best defense of all time. I'm not gonna say they have my favorite, but they have a good chance of going down as having the greatest defense ever assembled in college football history.
I think that's like assembled as well. Like when we look at this, like we played an elite defense, right? And you got 6 freshmen starting, right? You can say what you need to about play calling, about Bryce, about anything. Like the game, we were on an uphill battle from the start of this shit. Like they're a better team. You had to be perfect in this game. You had to. That was the only chance to win this game. You had to be perfect. It's that simple. They were a better team.
I really don't know who. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know who can. What is that clicking? I really don't know who can beat
turn signal.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that turn signal.
I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm looking at the field. Like I'm not confident in anyone. Maybe Indiana that could beat Ohio State at this point.
Georgia.
Because you know what? I would like to see Georgia. But that defense is that defense right now, currently as it stands, is the greatest defense ever assembled.
My God.
They're not better than 2011 Alabama, man. They're not even close.
They are currently right now, actually. Statistically, they are.
Statistically, they are. The season ain't over.
The defense that they have, bro, they have first-round talent at every single level. Crippen got his ass kicked today. Cade McDonald, dominated the game. He had to have a good game for us to even have a shot at this, bro. Our tackles, again, got our ass kicked. Like, we can point to the passing section.
I don't know if the tackles got their ass kicked.
They did, bro.
They did.
Bro, Chip has been protecting.
Leslie for sure got his ass kicked.
Chip has been protecting our tackles all year. Why do you think we don't straight drop back a lot?
Man, I don't. Let's hear you defend.
Look,
Chip.
they're
we
ready.
was on you in that damn chat back there. Go ahead and defend your boy.
Okay. Again, Chip didn't call his best game, and all of the blame is not on Bryce. Even though I think Bryce majority of the blame. I don't like the run. I've been saying this for weeks, bro. My only real complaint is the 2nd and 10 runs. That's been a complaint.
Man, that turn signal is louder than Eastern State suits, man.
Is that?
Huh?
That's your only complaint?
No, I said my biggest complaint.
Oh, okay.
My biggest complaint is that. Two.
Argue with me with it.
Hey, somebody turn signal louder than Easter Sunday, man. I don't know what's going on. It's louder than no girl in the Tyler Perry movies, man.
What about this stat, guys? And someone could verify this. Bryce Underwood threw for less yards than Davis Warren last year.
That's correct.
Yeah, he did. He did.
That's crazy work.
You're muted.
In the first half, everyone wants more passing plays, but there was 13 total pass plays, nine real passing plays, and Bryce ran on 3 of them. He left the pocket early, landed on 3 of them. The other 3 were RPOs that he chose to hand off. So, again, if we're gonna break this down, 5 passes does not tell the whole story. Like Chip tried to do it. Once he did, bro, he had 2 touchdowns. He had a touchdown to McCauley. He had a touchdown to Andrew Marsh. He had Andrew Marsh wide open in the middle of the field 4 times. 4 times. And he did not see him.
He didn't even look at it.
I still blame Chip because he has
Chip
to
can't
progress
fucking ask him to throw the ball.
He has to progress.
Like, I don't understand, bro. You can call the
We ain't making
play.
no
He
excuses.
didn't see the field.
Where's the progression?
He did not
still
see
look
the
like
field.
the quarterback from week 2.
Who's the quarterback coach, Juju?
Chip is the quarterback coach.
If you want to bring in a quarterback
he
coach,
been glazing Chip all year for these bubble screens.
No, I ain't been glazing.
Trying to put your ass on the hot seat.
Just like y'all, because y'all know what I'm talking about.
We in game
Bro, it is
12.
not Chip. This is exactly what.
And your quarterback is missing wide open receivers that you're saying are running down the field, and he's the quarterback coach. Who fault is that?
Again,
the quarterback and the play caller.
I've been saying. I said, if you want to get a separate quarterback coach, I'm cool with that. I never fired back at that. It is the play calling in itself. That is where I have an issue. Bro. You want him to get in rhythm. We called only a couple screenplays. That's a lot of time what gets him in rhythm. And
No,
we didn't call a lot.
listen. This is my biggest problem.
Like, so
with
what do
Chip.
y'all want? That's inconsistency.
Let me tell you. All right, so
like what?
Well, let me tell you my problem with
Can't
Chip.
do my when you're.
Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you the problem with Chip. The way Chip just calls plays off a sheet. Like he don't never string
Okay, give me an
plays
example.
together.
You keep
Let me
saying
finish,
that shit,
bro.
but you're not saying
Let me
how.
finish. Can you let me finish? Chip, like when you watch great offensive coordinators, they know how to set plays up. They know how to make a play look like the same play, but
Give me an example.
but different. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch the NFL and you watch the 49ers head coach, he'll have a run play.
Okay, that's fine. Give me an example.
If you shut up, I'll give you an example.
You just going on about the NFL.
Every time I talk, you keep butting in.
But I don't need like the route. Just give an example.
I'm trying to give you an example. Just shut up.
I need specific X and O's. Go ahead.
Okay. Listen. Okay, for instance, like how we run the stretch play, right? You're supposed to have a counter off of that. So we supposed to. So when you run the stretch, then you're supposed to have off the stretch. You need a stretch play action class. We don't even call play actions.
Do you even know what the stretch off a play action is? Do you even know
yes,
what it's called?
I know what the stretch is.
What is it? What? No, I said off of the play action.
You can run multiple play actions off the stretch.
Okay.
It's not just
give me an example.
It's not just one play action off of a stretch.
Give me an example.
Bro, I just gave you an example.
There's a lot of Michigan on Michigan
violence today, Mason.
I didn't say there's not.
You want to give me an example. Give me an example.
There's plenty. There's plenty of plays.
There's plenty of plays. But what I'm trying to tell you is he don't string plays together. That's the ultimate point.
Okay, now give me
my
an
ultimate
example.
point is he don't string plays together.
Juju, here go an example. No matter what we run on first down, second down is gonna be a run.
That's fair. That's exactly.
But you know why he do that? Because he don't know how to string plays together.
Bro, Jesus Christ, bro.
That's why he run it every second down.
He definitely don't run every second.
When Marshall went out this game,
no, hey yo, hold on. Let me hold on, struggle. Hold on, everybody, hold on, because we gotta clear up something in the chat, bro. Cleveland Mike, stop with this debauchery. Marshall did not look.
You keep calling shit terrible taste, and you're not giving a taste.
Bro, I literally asked you. I said, give me a variation of a stretch play action.
The second half. Stop it. Stop trying to change the narrative.
Okay, off the stretch, bro. You can run a bootleg off of the stretch.
We did that today.
You can take the stretch and bootleg and bring everybody back on the opposite side where you
that
can leak
today.
out the tight end. Like there's different plays you can run off the stretch
today.
Bro.
Like what are you talking about?
No, we didn't do that.
We did. We did that in a 3-level variation. Like what are you talking about?
What game was you watching?
We did a play action boot drop.
In front of the other state, man.
Hey, real quick, I will like to say this, Maze Man. Maybe hold on, Maze Man. Maybe you could comment on this. Hold on, Maze Man. Maybe you could comment on this. I'll just ask you real quick. One thing that I find frustrating is the actual route trees. For example, they seem to be running a lot of the same routes in the same area, and you know what I'm saying? Like
there's no variation.
It's also you're running them into the same area, and it's clogging. It's making it easier on the defense to defend it. Like I watched.
We had opportunities and we didn't take.
100%. I watched these route trees by Ohio State, for example, the one they kept spamming with Ennis. That's a very creative route tree where he'll fake like he's going outside, but then he cuts inside, and we kept getting killed with that. Like I want to do shit like that.
We don't do none of that. We don't even run rub routes,
bro. Yeah, because we don't have the receivers, bro. Like what the fuck?
We have McCulley and Marsh.
Dog.
Well, hold on, guys. Running a rub route is not. Yeah, but that's not that. That route though is not that complicated though.
No, not that route.
It's literally
Bro, that route that JJ ran though was disgusting on Zeke Berry. Like there ain't really much you can. Like that shit was nasty.
Yeah, that was disgusting for sure.
Nasty route.
Which, by the way. Is Ryan Day technically the QB coach? Does anyone? Is he technically the QB coach at Ohio State?
Is who?
I don't believe so.
No, he's
Hey,
not.
can I say something real quick?
Not technically.
Can I say something real quick?
Not like technically.
This was
Good.
a very winnable game.
I don't know about that, but
this was a very
I don't know
winnable
about
game.
that either, bro.
The
They were
very
the better
first
team,
drive,
bro.
Marshall should not have played. Period. Marshall should have not played. Period. The very first play, he broke the big run.
He was our best offense.
Wait, wait.
Exactly.
He cut back.
What you
He
talking
cut
about?
back. Why did he cut back? He cut back because he could not switch hands with the ball, and he could not hold the ball with that left arm. Period.
Well, we wasn't gonna win with Cuz Dog, bro.
I mean, he's been doing that all year.
If he didn't score, we would have ended up scoring. But we still should have
Oh,
scored
by
on
the
that
way,
drive
Haynes.
because McCulley got pass interference and it did not
Hey
get
guys,
called.
hey, by the way, Haynes would have housed that opening run. That would
I
have
agree.
housed.
I agree. Straight to the house. Randy Moss.
Like I say, injuries and
You said
officiating.
receiver.
That was a poorly officiated game. If
Okay, we
would've
ain't
had
doing this,
Haynes,
bro.
it would've been
We
a
ain't
whole
doing this,
different
bro.
Bro, we not doing
Hang
that.
on,
We ain't
man.
doing all that,
We
bro.
not doing that,
Look,
bro. Chill out,
The
bro.
game was officiated all
Wanna
right.
hear about
Like
no
there were
damn
some missed
officials,
calls,
bro.
but the officiating was better than it
Every
had been most
game,
of the
the
year.
official misplayed.
They saved them. They took the lead with that touchdown.
Okay, yeah, no, we
That
ain't
was
doing
a
this.
They got
poor
burnt, bro. It
officiating.
don't even matter. He got beat deep.
Nah, man, we ain't doing it. Look,
we not doing
look,
that,
the
bro.
refs couldn't help our defensive line get pressure. The refs couldn't help
Exactly.
Zeke Berry not get cooked on a touchdown pass.
Facts.
The refs couldn't help
couldn't help
Bryce
call better
Underwood
plays.
and couldn't help Bryce Underwood in his vision. The refs couldn't help the offensive play calling.
Nah,
I
bro,
mean, come on, we gotta cut this shit out,
bro.
bro.
They were just the better team, hands down.
Chip Lindsey let us down today.
They were the better team, hands down.
Yeah. And see,
I'm kind of with Juju. I'm kind of with Juju. Like it all goes hand in hand.
Like, bro,
and his
like
game
it's
still
okay.
was poorly officiated.
That's
okay.
horrible.
A lot
Like
of
it's a fact. It was poorly
like a lot of
officiated. Fact.
Bro, we
but a
don't
lot
care
of
about
it's not-
that, bro. Chill
It's
out.
not an
because
excuse.
bro,
It's
they're
a
a better
fact.
team.
We don't
This
care
is the
about
truth
that,
right
bro.
here.
They're a better team.
Honestly, this right here is the truth. This is why we lost the game, bro. On both sides of the football, they were
We were
better on
dominated.
They're just the
the
better
line of
team.
scrimmage.
Hey,
And you cannot
Nothing
blame
wrong with that, bro.
you cannot blame the officiating in this
We got
game
our ass kicked, bro. They're
because
the better
we
team.
also got away with a lot of calls that Ohio State got away with as well. We both sides
we don't
of
care
the
about
both
the
teams got
referees,
away with
Yeah,
calls.
I'd rather just drop
We're
the
not
whole
doing
ref
the
talking
referees.
point.
listen.
Look,
Yeah.
the two
No excuse, bro.
If we were
the
talking
two
NFL,
drives-
I'd be right there with you. But this game, we both got away with
Hold on,
stuff.
bro. Hold on.
Also,
Listen.
so it was officiated great. The game
Bro,
was
we don't
officiated
care
great.
about that, bro.
No,
Big
I'm
time
just
officiating
asking
is
questions.
Mike Legend?
You talking
Doesn't
about
matter,
point.
Man, you making
Hold on, bro.
But we got
That's
our
not
ass
an
kicked.
excuse.
Hey,
It's a fact.
shut up
It's
for
a
a
fact.
minute.
Hold on, bro.
Well,
I
We
gotta
gotta
mute- I
let
gotta
the
mute-
damn referee.
I gotta
Let me
mute
say
y'all real quick.
something real
I gotta
quick.
mute everybody. Everybody's muted. We got Mike Legend in the building. Hold on. Bring Mike Legend back up. What's
Go
good, man?
blue.
Go
Hayes
blue.
Nation.
We needed a break from the madness for a second. All right, we
from the
back.
nonsense.
All right,
actually
let me
have
say
a
something.
Like,
I actually have a soundboard for the Michigan Wolverines.
The game was
You
not
said what?
officiated great.
I have a
Bro.
Hey, let me
soundboard for
say
the
something
Michigan
real quick,
Wolverines.
bro.
Go ahead, Marmar.
How y'all feeling right now?
Upset.
Oh, we good, bro. We
Hey,
good.
hey,
How you
What kind of
feeling,
question is that,
Marmar?
Marmar?
Y'all feeling upset? Okay.
Nah, we
Why
all
you
right.
feeling upset?
Bro,
Hey,
Ma, I
listen.
love you,
Why
bro.
you?
I'm
Hey,
good.
listen.
I'm
Hey, listen.
good. I
Why
ain't
y'all?
upset at all.
Hey, why you upset though?
We lost.
We
What are
lost
we
to a
talking?
better
What are we doing, bro?
Come on, what kind of
Hold on,
question is
though.
that?
I'm taking it
Marmar off
somewhere.
that
So,
Zaza, I see.
hey, I'm taking it somewhere real quick. So
If you
y'all
see
upset
Wink
today?
Martindale, tell him when I see him, it's on site. When
Hey,
I see
listen.
Wink Martindale,
Hey, listen. So y'all
No,
upset,
tell
right?
Simp I want that fade when I see him.
I'm not upset. You know why I ain't upset?
Why you
I
ain't
mean,
upset, bro?
we
Cause we
9-3. We
Hey,
having a better season than we did last year.
Hey, we 4-1 against Ohio State in the last 5 years. I ain't tripping. Listen, they
we
still got
owe
to
it one
catch
today,
up. They got,
Marmar.
they got one today, but that's okay.
What have you done for me lately?
Hey, Ohio State, listen. Fuck all that. What you have done with me lately, shit. I don't care about none of that. Yeah, fuck all that. So what I'm saying is,
playoffs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Listen, how you gonna get in the playoff when you know your running back, your second string running back is really hurt? You really tried him out in the game,
He
We had a
ran too
walk on out there. That's
serious.
crazy.
Hey,
They would have
listen,
had 3
he
weeks
ran
to
them.
prepare, man.
Hey, listen. Okay, but he still had a broke shoulder. He got a broke collarbone. Why you trying to
Justice
play
would
the
have been
young
back.
man?
Justice would have been
All
back in
right.
3 weeks.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
he would have came back for
Justin
playoff.
I seen Justin today. He still got the boot.
Yeah, he still got the boot on with the scooter.
Yeah. And then
Savion Hyder's here next year anyway.
yeah. Ohio
Savion
State
was at the game. You
defensive
said he
line.
leaving.
OSU
You said
defensive
what?
line.
Savion was at the game. He said he turning his phone back on to other schools.
Okay.
I'm messing with y'all, bro.
I know. I'm like, hold up, man.
Hold that answer. We gonna need him.
So what I'm
You better,
basically saying is,
hey, Maze Man, you
we
better be
lost.
messing because that
We
would be a
lost to a
fireable offense on
team
itself.
He's locked in, bro.
that had veterans on the defensive line, the linebacker core, and the defensive back against a freshman offense.
Right.
A freshman offense. Everything. This is like Oklahoma and USC. We then lost to veterans. We beat everybody else, but we lost the veterans. And
Yeah, Marmar, listen. You telling the truth, bro. You telling the truth, but this don't make me feel better.
No,
Yeah,
it's not, bro. This shit gonna sting forever, bro, for 365 days.
Sting it off.
I don't sting me because I don't give a fuck.
We do though, Mama.
4-1. 4-1 against them.
Right,
I ain't
Mama,
worried about
Bro,
it.
we not doing that 4-1 shit.
We
We
hear you.
0-1 on this
I'm
Saturday.
doing the 4-1.
Like, bro,
I'm doing it.
you trying to
That's
act
a
an
fact.
Ohio
80%.
nigga now.
We
That's
4-1 against
80% in
them.
school. You bring home
We
a number
not
B's.
doing
You bring
that,
home
bro.
barely B's. You getting that
Hey,
belt. That my
listen.
mama didn't play that.
Hey, listen. Hold on. We got belt to ass against some freshmen, though. We got
Hey, at
freshmen,
least,
No, we
hey,
though.
look,
not
at
doing
least
the
I could
freshman
watch
shit
football
either, bro.
stress free the rest of the way, man.
Freshmen.
Me
I don't
too.
gotta have no
Right,
heart
Mama, they gonna
attacks.
be better next
Against
year.
Season over.
You
It's
know
not
what I'm
freshman
saying?
no
I
more.
can watch
But
football
Mama, they gonna
stress
be
free
better. They gotta
the
be
rest
better
of the way.
next year. That's the only thing that gives me hope. They gotta be better next year because the offensive line is gonna be really good next year. So you got to earn it. Whoever on the line,
Hey, I just took a
Guarnera,
picture with
Frazier, all them
Malachi
guys got to
Lee
earn it.
and Zion Robinson and the new Mason Graham. I was talking to
No,
all the
Do
recruits
not
Alistair
call
today.
him
Vallejo.
that. Please don't call that
Vallejo.
man that.
Hey, yo.
He is
Mom.
not no damn Mason Graham, bro.
I mean,
Chill out.
We'll see.
Alistair is like
Why would you even
Right?
Alistair's
put
good.
that
he's gonna
on
be good,
him,
bro.
bro?
Alistair
He
Vallejo is
plays
gonna be
just
good,
like
bro.
him.
He's
Bro,
He's
gonna
gonna
be
be
He
good,
good,
plays
bro.
dude.
just like
bro,
him, though.
He
put
got
the
he is
marijuana down,
Alistair
Marmar.
He
Vallejo is
plays
gonna be
just
good,
like him,
bro.
bro.
He
No,
gonna.
he
Have you
do
watched this
not
kid
play
play?
like Mason
Have
Graham.
you watched him
Coach,
play?
this ain't your first time hearing freshmen, Ghost. Chill out.
I mean,
Real quick. Let me get this out the way, and then we'll get back to it.
I ain't making an excuse. I'm just saying our offensive line, our offense, we're freshmen.
Yeah,
I'm
You're
just saying.
right. Hold on though. Shout out to Terrence Lucas. Thank you for the $9.99. He says, when you look at the overall utilization of players, I blame the coaches. You ran Justice Haynes and Marshall into the ground. There should have been better balance with the carries. What y'all think about that?
I agree.
Run them into the ground.
Nah, man, it's football,
we
bro.
ran
Running backs
them.
get hurt, bro.
Look, bro,
Like
like this
that's
whole injury
simple.
shit,
I
bro.
think
You
we
get hurt, you get
prioritized
Running
knocked
back
out.
is a
RB1 too
violent
much. We should
position,
have
bro. You can
been
get hurt on any
alternating.
play at running back, bro.
Exactly.
Bro, you can get hurt
Like we gotta
regardless.
stop it
Like
with this
when
that's
Ben
what I
Herbert
hate,
was
bro.
blaming
there,
Like
they
strength
weren't
and
getting
why
hurt
all
you
like
running
that.
people
backs.
blaming
Hold
the
on.
strength and condition coaching like the
Exactly.
strength
That's
and
what I hate,
condition
bro.
coach can prevent injuries.
Like, dog,
Like what
Hey,
what's wrong with
our running
I'm
this?
backs
with
need to
blaming
Hold up,
Tress.
overrun them.
hold up,
I'm
Tress
not,
hold
deserves
up.
some of
bro.
that
We
blame.
don't.
Hold on.
We
Talk
don't. You
about
can't.
Yeah.
You can't blame. Only way you can blame the strength and conditioning if it look like we just getting pushed around at the end of
Did
every
you
And
see
that's
the
what it looked
game
like.
today?
No, we got pushed around today.
Okay, all
Did
that's
right.
you
a
see
fact.
You feel what
USC?
I'm
Did you see
saying? Like we
Oklahoma?
got pushed
Oklahoma
around
pushed us around
today.
too. Oklahoma
But
pushed
the
us
Every good
around
team
too.
they played, they
Yeah,
bro,
got
but
pushed
we
around.
got pushed around by
but the
the three
whole
best teams. That has nothing
I
to
don't
do
agree.
with
I don't
strength
agree
and
with the
Northwestern
conditioning.
pushed them around, bro.
bro. I don't
Come on,
agree
I
with
mean,
bro.
the whole like
hey,
running our running
Kuzdal is a
backs
good
into the
running
dirt
back. He just
though.
don't have open
Like
Y'all
field
that's what I
blame
don't
speed.
strength
agree
and
with.
conditioning for
He did though.
injuries.
Because bro,
What's
like
wrong with
we
y'all?
just think about it, bro. We had 3 guys over 20 carries this
Kuz
year,
don't
bro.
have
That
open
like
field speed, but he's a
they can
good
get hurt
back.
on any given play.
We didn't have no running back. Marshall
But
should not have
hey,
played.
Juju,
Marshall
let me ask
should
you
not
this.
have played.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
let me ask
listening.
y'all this. When y'all
Yeah, I'm
looked at
listening.
the whole team, look at how they performed. No push from the defensive line, and the offensive line looked stagnant a lot of times this year. Who
It
was
was
that on? Who was that on?
It
Who
was
was that on?
the second unit to me, like the second
It
unit
ain't on the
defensive
strength strength and conditioning, coach.
Yes, it is. When Ben Herbert was
No,
there,
it's
this wasn't
not.
happening. When Ben Herbert was there, were they getting bullied? Yes or no?
Conditioning coach.
When Ben Herbert was there, were they getting bullied? Yes or no?
Bruh, the strength
It's called strength and
coach
conditioning.
cannot make you execute a block, bruh.
It's called strength and conditioning. You got to be conditioned and you got to be strong.
About? I know you never played football.
When Ben Herbert was there, did this happen? Yes or no?
Bro.
When Ben Herbert was there, did this happen? Yes or no?
Ben Herbert was there when we was losing all the games to Ohio.
No. When did Ben Herbert get there?
When he was
When
there,
did Ben Herbert get
we
there?
had depth. We don't have depth. When he was
Ben
there,
Herbert
we had
ain't got nothing to do with the depth.
But Ben Herbert, they had depth and they were strong. What are you talking about?
They strong now. What are you talking about?
They ain't as strong. They strong.
Because we had depth.
They were strong because they had Ben Herbert.
Hold on, bro. Listen, I'm gonna let
No,
y'all.
I do.
I'm gonna let y'all get
Y'all crazy.
I guarantee you, Prince get fired. They get a better team.
I played for Santa Monica.
Graham to Trey Pierce.
You said what?
Talent gap.
No, short. No,
we have all the
absolutely.
strength and conditioning in the world.
But I'm pretty sure you could say anybody with Mason Graham, it'll be a talent gap. Like that's not fair either.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly.
Kenneth Grant.
Trey Pierce is promising. Like I keep saying, like the portal, you're gonna have to go heavy in the portal, especially at DT. Trey Pierce is probably, to me, he's gonna take a next step. But outside of that, bro, you have nobody.
I thought Pierce was done. I thought Pierce was a senior.
Hey, Venice,
No.
I gotta drop down. I'll talk to y'all later.
Trey Williams. My bad.
All right,
My bad. Trey Pierce.
Yeah, Trey, bro. We lose six seniors on the defensive line. So you're gonna.
Bro, we about to get out of here. Listen.
Where's Pele at?
Where's who?
David Pele. The big
he's hurt. He's
right?
He always hurt.
Hey,
hold on,
Maze,
bro.
Can I throw one more thing out there, Maze?
Go ahead, Sonny.
When we had the goal line stand, when Barham had the idiotic penalty.
Oh my God, that was bad.
If we stop them right there, it's a different game.
We did stop them right there. They only got 3 points. Like, chill out, bro.
We did stop them. Even after they got the first down, we still stood up and kept them out.
That's how you know strength and conditioning. He should have knocked that ref out with a helmet on. You couldn't even knock the ref out. That ain't strong. That ain't strong.
Hey, bro.
Obviously, he didn't mean to hit him. He didn't mean to hit him, but like, dog, why are you even in his face, bro? What the fuck is
bro? That was so stupid. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it on 4K. He just headbutt the referee.
Could have cost us a touch, bro. Like,
it was ass.
Shout out to that, man. Hey, final words from all of y'all, man.
I love y'all, man. I'm just mad today. Go, Marmar, I don't know what you on, bro, but I love. Hey, we get into it, man. Y'all, my guys. We had a bad day. 10-3 is possible. But yeah, strength and conditioning sucks, man. I'm just gonna stick with you. If you want to blame the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator strength, I'm blaming Justin Tress. JB Brown, Devada didn't save your job today. You gotta go, gang. You gotta go, bro. Sorry.
That's a fact.
He can walk his ass back to Texas.
All right, I go next. Y'all don't.
Yeah, we had a young team.
Don't be
this
upset.
season.
Hold on, Sonny. Hold on, Sonny.
Okay, I can't hear him.
Bro's just talking.
Don't be upset, y'all. The team is young. The future is bright. Like I said, 2 years, when I said earlier this year, 2 years from now, we'll win the national championship. So 2027, we win the national championship. Next year's goal should be get to the playoff. It's a process. Yeah. We don't have Ohio State talent. We don't reload with 25 5-stars every year. It's going to be a process. Now, we're doing better now, recruiting, but we wasn't doing that under Harbaugh, right? And especially them last couple years. Like I said, 8-4, 9-3 at best. We 9-3. I can't complain at all.
Oh, it's successful. It's successful to me.
Exactly what we all thought we'd be.
No doubt. Sonny, go ahead.
This is it's a decent season. Let's just we got high expectations. It was a decent season. We're better than we were last year. The sky's the limit for next year. We got a lot of recruits coming in that are going to affect the team in a positive way. We got Hyder coming. Look, we got nothing but good things to look forward to. We knew after the Oklahoma game what the season was going to be. And, we wish we had a better season, but we didn't. Next year, it's up. Go blue.
Yes, sir. Go blue.
Go blue.
Go ahead, Venice.
Yeah, disappointing game today. Give Ohio all the credit. You feel me? No excuses. We don't do that over here. And I think we just gotta we gotta go back to the drawing board and reevaluate everything, the positions, coaches. In terms of next year, it's gonna be big, man. You know, the transfer portal is difficult for us because we got academic restrictions. You know, there's certain players that we can't get because of our, ability for you to transfer the credits over into Michigan. So I know everybody should just like lower their expectations with the transfer portal because you're gonna end up disappointed. But overall, I think it was a pretty good season, man. You know, we did better than last year. And I just hope Bryce and these guys can develop, take these practices going in the bowl and get better.
Yeah.
And go blue.
Go blue.
Hey, Maze, can I say something right quick, and I'll go. First of all, shout out to Netflix for Stranger Things. Season 5 is amazing. Number 2, Michigan is now a women's basketball, men's basketball, and hockey school. It is what it is, man. So we gonna do it. Hey, if you hate Michigan, you gonna hate Michigan. Hey, Michigan, a sports school. Football, we all right, but watch men's basketball winning that championship. Hockey. Go blue, man.
Go blue, bro. Yo, go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, I said before the year started, if you lose more than 3 games, it's a failed season. You had to win 9 games this season, and you did. So regardless of how that looked, you did it. So, I mean, a successful season, you go and you build. You still got to go hit the portal, and that is a fact. Administration is not on board. Alum and everyone else are on board. The final piece is administration. If you make shit shake that way, you'll be full in. We've never been all in on football. This is the first couple years we've started to go all in. So, again, you got to be patient. Like he said up top, bro, the talent is young. You're going to get progressively better. I mean, the 3-year stretch didn't happen over Jim Harbaugh. That happened over time, bro. So you got to give it time. We don't reload like a Bama, like Ohio State, like a Georgia. We just don't. You got to accept that. You have to take the steps to get there first. I don't know if Sharon Moore is the guy for the job. We're going to see in year 3 because I think there's a big judgment here for him. You have to make the playoffs.
No doubt.
That being said, I'm still happy about the season, and it's on the basketball season. Can't wait.
Yes, sir. Basketball season is looking promising, by the way. Shout out to everybody who came up today. It was a lot of Michigan on Michigan crime today. You hate to see it, but you also love to see it. It was a beautiful, ugly thing. Shout out to the Maniac who joined us for a minute to cuss out Buckeye fans who weren't here. That's my brother, though. Shout out to him. But my final thoughts on this one, man. Look, there is a such thing as, being too young. This Michigan team was too young to deal with what they dealt with Ohio State. I think they were too young to go on the road. Game 2 at Oklahoma. We talked about that on the show before with a freshman quarterback. Too young. And then USC, that one got away from us or whatever. I don't think that Michigan is too far away from USC in terms of talent. And if they run that back, if they play that game 5 times, I think Michigan wins 3 of them. So, and that was our worst loss, by the way. But I just think that team, they did what they needed to do that night to get the win. No doubt about it. They were at home, all of that. No excuses, though, as you can see right here. Secondly, I'm going to do this again because I did it to start the show. Ohio State deserves credit. All right. We've given them a hard time for the last 4 years, deservedly so, by the way. They are soft with 3 capital T's. But this year, that is not the case. They are very methodical. I think they're the most deliberate team in college football, and they're very good. They know they're good, and they can score. They can be up tempo if they need to be, or they can slow walk you. And today they gave Michigan the slow death, and it was a nasty thing to see. There was no excuses at all. They came to the big house. It snowed. They performed in the elements. They dominated Michigan along the line of scrimmage. No excuses, bro. It is what it is. We can hum and moan about that touchdown. It wasn't a touchdown, by the way, but that still wasn't the difference in this game, right? I said before the game, Michigan needed to score touchdowns, couldn't settle for field goals. Michigan didn't score 1 touchdown. We settled for 3 field goals. That was never going to be enough. By the way, even if we score touchdowns on all 3 of those, it's 21-27. You know what I mean? Now, I am a big believer because I played the game. I played football. I'm a big believer in scoreboard pressure. So if we score touchdowns on those first 2 drives, if Michigan comes out the gate and instead of stalling in the red zone, we score a touchdown, that's 7, and then we get that interception in Michigan territory, go take that for a touchdown. If Michigan is up 14-0 instead of 6-0, then buttholes start to pucker, right? Then we are putting the scoreboard pressure on them. That didn't happen. I'll even say this: if we get the 3 first and come back and get the 7, and we're up 10-0, it's a different type of game. But we can't rewrite history. That's not what happened. We know what ended up happening. I don't care what Ben said. This was a competitive game through the first half, all the way up until they scored that touchdown to go up 17-9. And even at that point, it's still competitive because they get the ball after half. Michigan gets an immediate stop and has a chance to go and make it closer or tie it up. Right? It was a 1-score game still at that point. But at the end of the day, we got to give Ryan Day and those guys credit. And maybe it's our fault that they are who they are now, right? Like the loss last year had to be an embarrassment to them in their home stadium against a quarterback who was allergic to the forward pass, and to only muster 10 points in that game had to be embarrassing. And they wanted some get back. They got some retribution today. That's the bottom line. This thing is cyclical. This is the greatest rivalry in all of sports for a reason. And games like today prove that, right? As far as what Michigan needs to do, I do think changes need to be made along the staff. I do think some people probably should hit the portal. I do think Michigan needs to dive in that portal. And I also think that Michigan is very young, and next year they'll be that much older, right? In terms of the key players on the team, that offensive line, very young, be that much older with that much more experience. Starts matter. If you looked at the offensive line last year, in 23, the amount of starts they had compared to this year, it was gross. But absolutely, and shout out to you, Sonny Ray. Thank you, and thanks for the 199. But with that said, this loss still hurt. Even if you thought that coming into this game Michigan would lose, which I was not that person, but it still hurts to lose to that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus, because now their fans are gonna be unbearable. Look, Buckeye battle cry still here. They won through the air. That's where they got all their touchdowns. Sure, they did get all their touchdowns through the air, but they also won the line of scrimmage, which in essence won them the rushing battle too, and they did have more rushing yards than Michigan. That still holds true. The line of scrimmage is the deciding factor in this game. I know people like to point to the easy thing and say that rushing yards, and that's just the narrative, but the team that has the most rushing yards wins the line of scrimmage, and that's the difference. And that's where Ohio State won today. They won the line of scrimmage. They dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. But it is what it is, bro. You win some, you lose some, and that's what I think fans need to come to grips with. You're not going to win this game every year. It's just not going to happen. It just won't happen. That team is too good. That program is too good. They recruit too well. And also, the same applies to Michigan. You have to stick with something. And I think that Sharon Moore, if nothing else, he's recruiting at a very high level. And once he gets the right staff in there around him, I think it'll be even the future is brighter for Michigan, right? So with that said, congratulations to that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. Shout out to Michigan and all the players and the staff. We will be back. We will be better. That's a fact. Until next time, stay angry, my friends. You know the slogan.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever.
My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. So I'ma calm down. So I just don't get that all that maze and that lock and all that. I just don't get it. And how the
Oh my God, we're shutting the damn live down. Good night, everybody.